It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Bee, so don't get her pissed. Jason talks like a spaz, and he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
All right, let's do this. It is the KVJ Show. Here we go on a Wednesday. Working our way through it all. Now, Virginia's got her own little set of challenges over here. She got them bumps, bug bites. Who knows what the heck it is? You still can't solve this mystery, huh?
I cannot solve the mystery of what is biting me, but it's driving me insane.
You're taking our rickets test.
I don't know what that is.
Isn't rickets some kind of a bug of, I don't know. Just get tested.
I am going to go to the dermatologist and say, hey, do you have any idea what this could be from?
Yeah.
It's got to be either someplace I'm sitting on, like in my car, or...
I don't know. I have no idea.
I got 2 new bites yesterday.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the hell's going on?
Seems like there's something in your house.
Well, Panda and Rocco aren't getting bit.
Means nothing. I could be swimming in a full tank of sea lice. Nothing's going to happen to me.
Yeah, some people are attracted to these things more than others. Unfortunately, I'm in the crew that is always getting mysterious bites. Yeah, I have one on my upper thigh. I'm like, how would...
That's what I have.
I don't even know what it is.
My upper thigh.
Yeah.
It's very disconcerting.
Well, the thing that's kind of crazy about it is that that area is always covered.
Yeah, well, mine is now. I used to wear dresses. Now I'm wearing pants.
Yeah.
These bugs got me on the run.
I got stung by, I want to say a bee or a wasp or a hornet over the weekend, and those things hurt, man. Don't do stuff shirtless outside.
I haven't been outside at all. That's what Denny's was asking. He was like, well, have you been gardening? I went, no. It's been too hot to garden.
Right. Yeah, for me, a lot of times, and I mean, yours may be completely different. They have these almost the most minuscule mosquitoes, the no-see-ums. I don't even know what they are. They're super tiny, and I'll find them on me. I'm like, okay, that's got to be but for me, I think I'm allergic to them, so they get super big. So a little dinky thing you can't even see is causing a pretty good-sized welt.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm dealing with, too. I'm allergic to whatever it is.
Right, and it just could be, I think you can be allergic to mosquito bites or your skin, and that spit that they put in you doesn't react well with your system.
I've got a few aloe plants. I'll bring you in some aloe tomorrow. I'll make sure it's cool for you, too. I'll put it in the fridge.
Thank you.
Yeah. You said that you did the whole bedding. You stripped that down and tried to check because you were kind of going the route that maybe it was bed
I was
bugs
like, is
at
it
first.
bed bugs? Like, what is going on?
Because it started after you took a trip, right?
Right.
Is that when you really, so you almost have a timeline for when it began, but the only problem with that timeline is it also does coincide with the dank, stormy, rainy season in South Florida where the bugs come out at a high level as well.
Right. And I sit in my car every day.
Yeah.
And I walk in and out of my front door every day. Panda was like, oh, I think it's all the plants out there that you have. And I think the mosquitoes might be living in there. And then when you come out the door, they attack you. So yesterday, I literally karate chopped all these plants and punted them across the yard. And now there's no plants by the front of my door.
And that would really suck, seeing the plants might not have anything to do with it.
I didn't
Like,
care.
what did we do? You're karate chopping us? And
My neighbors probably thought I lost my mind because I took this one plant and punted it like 50 feet.
And then did you go and then pick them up, or that's how you got them away?
I
You
left
just
it there.
them out there.
I'm so mad because I can't figure out where these bites are coming from. Bites got me on the run.
Yeah, I hear you. Who knows what the mystery is for you? I think everybody's probably got their own issues, but just know that bites are happening. If you're one of those people that just mosquitoes love you, it's amazing how they get to you. Because I don't really spend any time outside. It's going to my car and then going to the station, then going back from the station to the car. That's about it. And
Running.
so, somehow in those times, but I think they get into your house Like Jbird said, if you do have them by the door, I've got kids or people that just decide to camp a door open. I'm like, you understand, like there's an invasion happening right now. They're not coming for you.
When you have a house mystery, it will drive you up a wall. I've got this weird thing. It's not an animal. It's in this one spot of my house, and it sounds like it's cracking its bones. Like my house has arthritis, but it's in this one section, and it's so loud to the point where even Dakota, the German Shepherd, will look up. Other people will go, "What was that?" I go, "I don't know. Have no idea." It sounds like something's jumping on my roof.
That could be an animal in your attic.
I don't think it's my attic. It's in the same spot. I know what animals sound like in attics and in walls. Believe me. I think it's internal, and I think it might be a sinkhole.
Whoa, that would be something.
I would pray for it to be an animal, not a sinkhole.
It's a tough place to be in when you're pulling for rats and not sinkhole.
Animal or sinkhole?
Yeah.
What a tough game.
Not the best option.
Yeah. It's just kind of a weird, tough year for things. You know, it's just, you don't know. A lot of mysterious things happen. It is a yuck time of year. That's why I really, when we get into the wintertime, like I love it. I have mosquito bites. The weather's fantastic. No humidity.
The humidity plus the mosquitoes, it'll put your last nerve on edge.
It does. It does. You're a little bit more tense this entire 5 months out of the year.
As the kids say, this weather is giving me the ick.
And don't forget, you could get a hurricane too.
Seems like every day that we talk about the World Cup, there is some kind of new record that was broken. And we've talked a little bit about Lionel Messi's record that he has been breaking when it comes to the most goals scored in a World Cup. But I guess there's a little friendly competition between people of about the same age that's going on, because yesterday it was the day of 41-year-old Cristiano Ronaldo, who became the first player to score in 6 different World Cup tournaments. He's like, all right, Messi, I'll see your record and I'll jump one on it. So he got a goal yesterday. And he does this move. I guess it's calibrated. He kind of jumps up, turns around, does this thing where he takes his hands down to his hips, and the whole crowd does some kind of like little cheer or huzzah or whatever it might be at the same time.
Huzzah!
Yeah, I was like, whoa, how about that? It's got everybody trained. I'm learning so much about soccer and these whole things. I didn't even know that he had something like that. It's pretty amazing. But yeah, it was pretty exciting in the World Cup yesterday.
Off goes Cancelo, delivering the cross! Ronaldo! Relief, aggression, delight! CR7 lights up Houston. He's off and running in the 2026 World Cup Finals.
Here and there, everybody goes, Sue, which I don't even know what that means. I don't know where that comes from.
Soup?
I got to find out. I don't know if they're saying soup. It'd be great. Maybe every time he scores a goal, people get free soup.
That would be a great promotion. I am all in on soccer.
Yeah, okay. Maybe that's what they got going on, a World Cup special. Here's what they said.
Delight Sue!
Delight Sue.
Be a little messy. If you had soup at the game.
Messy.
Oh, the
yeah,
messy.
I thought he was talking about other soccer players.
The messy soup night. Oh, my gosh. What a brilliant promotion.
That could be, yes. Messy with an I. Well, I do have some news about that Messi as well. The Argentinian national team is going to be playing in the World Cup's first knockout round. That's going to be at Hard Rock Stadium on Friday, July 3rd at 6 p.m.
That's big for them.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that you get Messi in Miami, that's going to be pretty awesome. They haven't figured out who they're going to be playing yet. It looks like it might be Spain, because they currently lead Group H, and that's who they're going to be playing.
Okay.
But a couple other teams are possible as well.
Yeah, I've been thinking about what positions we'd be playing if we were on the soccer field.
Okay.
I'm going to be the goalie. Kevin's a forward.
Okay.
Virginia's going to be the loudmouth person on the bench.
I just want to be in the concession stand and charge of beer.
Yeah, and Denny's is our cheerleader. So I think we got this all figured out.
So only 2 of the 4 are actually on the field trying to contribute to the win.
Well, when I get hurt, and inevitably that's when Denny's comes in and fills in for me.
Oh, okay. That's lovely. Yeah, and your girlfriend's team, Jbird, Colombia got the win over Portugal. Or I'm sorry, they got the win over Congo's who they played.
Colombia!
Yes.
Is Congo out?
I don't know how this is all going. I'm not following it that intently. I only know the wins and who's doing what.
Look, we know Colombia's in. We got that part.
That's what matters.
Yeah.
And I'm only 50% sure about that.
It's Colombia playing here on Saturday against Portugal.
Oh.
That'll be fun. What time?
I don't have the time on that one.
I hope it's not the same time that you take the mound.
It probably will be. There'll probably be a conflict, and I think a lot more people are going to watch the Colombian game.
Yeah.
I'm used to competing with other events.
But if you come out to Roger Dean Stadium to watch us, maybe they'll have it on the TVs.
Maybe. I've had 2 back-to-back horrific days of practice.
Oh, you have?
Yes.
What's going wrong here?
I'm having a tough time with my control right now. I was doing well.
Yeah.
I think I might have to rest my arm today and then go full gorilla tomorrow.
Okay.
But I threw in a new pitch, the snake sizzle, and it's been tough on the old rotator's cuff, but I'll be fine.
Yeah, so, you never know how these kind of things are going to go, but I've kind of worked it out in my head. When Jason faces off against former Major Leaguer Logan Morrison at Roger Dean Stadium on Saturday, it's going to be one standard at bat. Now, there's a couple outcomes that could be great. Number one, it'd be amazing if Jbird strikes out Logan Morrison on 3 pitches. That's fantastic. How exciting is that?
Or just in any amount of pitches, honestly.
Yeah. But, if you just breeze 3 by him and he couldn't even touch him, that's the most outstanding
That
outcome.
would be incredible. The whole house would come down.
Yeah.
I would save your popcorn for that one.
The other one is, the alternative that Jbird doesn't want. That's Logan Morrison gets up there and jacks the very first pitch and, drives it down his throat or
He
something.
said, I have 99 problems, but a pitch ain't one.
It's true.
To be quite honest with you, I'd rather have him hit the ball hard off of me. I don't want to walk. I think that's a disappointment to the great people who are coming out.
That's what I was saying. That is the worst outcome. If you just go up there and throw 4 pitches he can't hit and it's a walk and it's like, all right, everybody, thanks for coming out. And you're like, oh, that was terrible.
And that's what can happen. And sometimes
We want a hitter. Hitters get slushies.
We want
a hitter.
pitches that are, those are the 3 outcomes really of what can happen. And number 3 is a tough one.
the thing that sucks is you can be a really good wiffle ball player and you can just not have it for an at bat. And you can walk somebody, but we're not playing a full game, so the pressure's super on. And that snake sizzle, I gotta tell you, it's the newest pitch. Ooh, she's tough.
Look, she can sizzle, she can mantis, she can tiny dance. All she has to be is a hittable ball.
I got 3 pitches. The
3 pitches.
Tiny dancer, the praying mantis, and the snake sizzle.
But you say your control's a little off and you've thrown 2 new pitches into the mix. Do you think maybe you should just really focus on the tiny dancer?
No, because you have to mix up the ball. You have to mix up your pitches. They all are able to throw strikes. Just some days you have it, some days you don't. And hopefully I have it that day.
And we don't tell Logan what order they're coming in. He doesn't know if he's getting hit with the mantis, with the dancer, or with
you never
the
do
snake.
that in baseball.
No,
or
me
football.
and Denny's are going to get together. I'm not sure if I want Denny's to call my pitches or not. I may call my own pitches, but that's something I got to work out with my coach.
Okay.
When you do the hand signal for the snake sizzle, does it look like a cobra coming out of a basket?
Well, if you want to be kind of a troll, what you do is you tell the hitter what's coming, and you let him know. Go, yeah, here comes the snake sizzle. You're like, you're gonna
Will
hit.
he have any idea what a snake sizzle is?
Well, he's gonna find out.
He's about to find out.
Yeah.
When he swings and misses.
You can throw the ball anywhere and be like, that's a snake sizzle.
You'll know the snake sizzle because it looks like it's coming straight, and then all of a sudden it bites.
Okay.
It's coming straight. It's coming straight. No, it's not. That's a fang. And then Tiny Dancer, she's dancing all over the place, shaking that rump.
Okay.
Hold me closer.
Praying mantis, I'm holding close to the vest. You're not going to see that till you're out there.
Well, if you'd like to join us on Saturday, we've got some tickets for you right now. You can call us up 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763.
Wait a minute. This whole thing isn't sold out yet?
I know, right? It's crazy. Can't believe. Well, we took out all the spots ahead of time. So, of course, the stadium's going to be packed.
I'm excited. I really am. I'm very, very excited to do this.
It is going to be fun. We're going to get there early. We're going to drink beers. We're going to eat hot dogs. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, that's the question. Do I drink beer before the pitch? Because I've been watching a lot of 1970s and 80s baseball highlights. They all drank beer during the game.
If you're designing your pitches after that, I guess you got to probably
it's
stay in character.
It's a KVJ event.
It was crazy how many guys were drinking beer back in the 80s during the game.
I love it. Let's go back to the 80s.
Quite an era, wasn't it?
It was quite an era.
What an era. Yeah. True athletes. I mean, how many other sports can you be glugging down hot dogs and beers and still actually perform well in that sport?
Oh, don't forget, they were smoking in the clubhouse, too.
Sure, yeah. So, true athletes. It's 877-979-WRMF. Frozen Iguana is going to be playing this Saturday, Roger Dean Stadium. Game times at 6. We'll be on before that. And talking about glunking down some beer, the Tartan Army is going to be invading Hard Rock Stadium tonight as they take on Brazil in the World Cup action.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know what they did last night. Monday, we know they went to the Marlins game. I don't know if anybody saw any crazy Scots in kilts playing bagpipes. I saw one that was on Miami Beach, and he was rollerblading in a kilt while playing bagpipes.
Something tells me they had a meetup last night.
Yes.
This is the kind of group that does not go unassembled.
They said go out there and be as weird as possible.
Yeah, I'm just wondering where they went last night.
Wherever it was, they had fun.
Gosh, this would be miserable. Being in France right now where the temperatures feel like 104 degrees and you don't really have air conditioning to go running into because I guess for whatever reason they don't really have it. And maybe I guess that reason is they're just not at all used to these kind of temperatures. So this is kind of really rocking them that it's that hot.
That's how it was when we were in Italy too. It wasn't like every place was air conditioned. A lot of places just open the front door and open the back door, and they got like a cross breeze going.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I've heard as the commentary's been out there a lot about what people from Europe are noticing the most as they come here to the United States. And one was just how big everything is. And then two is every place has air conditioning. Like that's, I think, kind of throwing them a little bit for a loop. Being like, that's odd, man. Everywhere you go, it's got AC, and it's rare to find there.
We're spoiled over here.
We need to come up with something called fans. Pants with the fan inside them. Fans.
Ooh.
You like that?
I do.
All right.
Especially for our flatulent friends.
Whether you are a farter or you just got some heat down there.
Are you looking to get that fart out of your pants and onto the person standing behind you?
Try the new product, Fans.
Fans. It works great in an elevator.
Yeah, in fact, air conditioning in the state of Florida is probably one of the top two things really that helped our state boom into what it is. The railroad that got people here was one. And then two, when the air conditioning unit really came along, people said, okay, wait a minute, I can actually tolerate that state in those god-awful hot months.
It's livable only because of AC.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's any science with that when you saw people's moods elevate tremendously in the positive when everyone was able to have air conditioning.
Oh, yeah.
I bet it was.
Yeah, you can see it in the population numbers. You know, you had a couple of increases. One, the railroad brought people here, boom, had a spike. And then you had the air conditioning. And then the number 3 is COVID. So 3 spikes that have happened in Florida that drove people here. And one of them is so important that they're actually in the Florida State House. John Gorey, who patented his air conditioning unit in 1851, has a statue in the Florida State House because of his contributions to the state.
Deserves it.
That's how big it is.
Air conditioned, you deserve a statue, in my opinion.
Amen.
Yeah, he was a physician and an inventor from Apalachicola, Florida.
Oh, that's right south of Tallahassee.
Okay.
We've been there because it's on the Gulf of Mexico or Gulf of America, whatever the hell it's called. It's on the Gulf, and that's where it's like a little sleepy seaside town.
Okay.
It's adorable, Apalachicola.
It's nice and cool with the air conditioning. Makes you sleepy.
It was lovely there.
Yeah, he actually was trying to treat patients. A lot of them had yellow fever and malaria, and he noted that cooling hospital rooms improved the outcomes of his patients.
Huh.
So he said, I got to figure out how to cool down these rooms so people can recover better. And ice was scarce and expensive in Florida at the time. And so he experimented with making artificial ice and cooling air and then patented a machine that used compressed air to produce cooling. And that was really the first thing that kind of broke it open was that.
Huh.
And then William Carrier, who you still hear and associate with air conditioning units.
Yeah, you do.
He, in 1902, he's the one that kind of invented the modern electric air conditioning unit that they started putting in houses. And then right after 1900, you had the Industrial Revolution, and people were like, well, let's go to Florida, man. It's cool down there now. It's crazy.
It's 1900s. Let's dress like it's 100. And they dressed so hot
They
back
were
in
all about a petticoat under your petticoat.
They might have had air conditioning, but they wore cloaks everywhere.
And then they had bloomers.
Never
Yeah.
smiled, looked miserable.
Seen those photos that they have of the breakers of people that were
Yes.
there in the ocean, and the ladies had, their clothing was going down to their ankles and all the way up as like a full swimsuit that they were in the ocean in.
Those are crazy, interesting pictures.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things to do, they have stuff on YouTube where they'll show the first filming of a town. There's Miami stuff that looks nothing like Miami, and we're talking early Miami.
That's cool.
It looks like it's North Palm Beach.
Right.
It's so bizarre.
Yeah, it is. Kind of lets you know what could be possible here.
Yes.
They took that and turned that into Miami. Oh, yeah. Just wait. They say that before we really started getting air conditioning units here in Florida, that there were a couple things that they did to combat the heat. Architecture actually played a role, daily habits, and then simple cooling techniques. They said that the homes were purposely built with higher ceilings. Have you ever seen some of those old Florida homes? It is kind of cool. I love the architecture on that. And a lot of those homes were developed to try to make the homes a little bit cooler.
Interesting.
They had larger windows, which, I mean, those are two great qualities, right? Don't you want a home with high ceilings and large windows?
I do.
Great for burglars.
They had the porches and cross ventilation to kind of maximize the airflow that was going into the house.
Oh, I love that. I love opening all the doors and windows and doing that thing they call burping the house.
Okay,
If you're
yeah.
able to get good shading with trees, you can create that little stream. Even though it's hot out, kind of trick the mind thinking it's not so bad.
They would try to create a lot of shade. They say that people would open the windows at night and they close shutters. And they said they keep the windows open. And then they'd also use what Denny's did. Have you seen where he took in the back of his house? He has, in a sense, those little tents that are over the window. They're kind of like a windowsill cover.
Yeah.
And he said that's cooled his house down a ton. And they were doing the same kind of stuff back before they had the AC cranking in Florida.
Fancy.
Oh, Denny's does a lot of 1800 stuff. He grows his own oats.
He is. He'd be a great Amish.
He would.
He would. He
would.
could grow his own food, him and his wife.
Except for that
Yeah.
whole video game addiction he's got.
That's true,
I'm not
yeah,
sure they'd like that.
The one problem. Yeah.
That's the one part where he would have to put the Amish aside.
Yeah.
They say, and we still wear this today, the light-colored, loose-fitting clothes. That's something we've had for over 100 years in South Florida. And they say ice delivery was common, and people would use blocks of ice with fans to create primitive cooling systems. But the thing is, again, it was a little bit more rare and it was a little bit more expensive. So the rich people on Palm Beach could cool themselves with the ice, but if you're poor, forget about it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so they said that a lot of people would just go swimming, going to swimming holes, beaches, stuff like that. Anything you do to try to stay cool. But could you imagine going an entire summer here without air conditioning?
Could you imagine just growing up in olden times and just how gross all your parts would be? Think about that, how gross your butt would be. Oh.
Well, think about like mosquitoes. You know, now we have ways that we spray. Can you imagine how many mosquitoes they had then before air conditioning and the ability to spray and do all those things to try to keep mosquitoes away?
That's rough.
That's why I feel like everyone was just mad back then.
Maybe that's why they had all the long sleeves, too.
Yeah, I bet so. Well, I mean, you know, you'll see people that work outside all day to keep the sun off of their arms. That was one of the concepts that blew my mind. And South Floridians know that, but when you're newer here, you're like, why is everybody wearing long sleeves? They're out in the sun, and you don't realize that you want to cover that up. It actually keeps you cooler, which is the weirdest concept.
Well, the other thing, too, in Florida, you either walk outside, it's 110 degrees, or you walk into a building and it's 45 degrees.
true.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to dress like we're going to Alaska when I go into this building.
Yeah, I know. It's a wild concept, but I guess be glad that we got air conditioning because it definitely has changed the state. They say this is the hot new toy for kids. Butter. I know it sounds odd. It's a squishy butter. And kids actually somehow love this. It's one of those soft foam toys that is shaped like a stick of butter, and you squeeze it really hard, and then it slowly bounces back after you squeeze it. It's not revolutionary. When I was a kid in the 80s, they had this stuff.
Squishy toy.
But this is, I guess, the hot product now because this other thing, Nido, which you had mentioned, I think, a week or so ago, Virginia, they say that's hard to find because that's just selling out so fast because that is the rage. And what is the Nido?
The Nido is like a new version of like a Play-Doh. It's a cross between slime and a Play-Doh, and like it's just you just I guess mush it around in your hands.
Could you break it off and make a buttered snowman?
What?
Can you break off pieces like Play-Doh, roll it into a ball?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I think so. I think I think you can make whatever you want with it.
I wasn't sure if it was one of those things where you stretch it and then it stretches back like a Stretch Armstrong type of toy.
I don't know. Don't quote me on the Nido. They gave it away as prizes at Rocco's school for bingo.
Okay.
And these kids were losing their mind for the Nido. I was like, what is going on?
That is kind of wild, isn't it? But, you know, in a sense, encouraging. I love the fact that you don't have to have a high-tech toy. This is like Toy Story 5, that you can take something basic that's been around for ages and the kids still have an interest in something like that. To me, this is a great sign.
You could expand the brand. Nido Burrito, do a burrito style. Nido Cheeto, Nido Dorito. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking out loud in the boardroom
You have
right
to do
now.
some partnerships with trademark interests, but of course.
Look, a lot of people are hybrid in these days. Bring the Doritos people in. We got something cooking.
Yeah. Nido Dorito.
Nido Dorito.
That would do well.
That would do great.
Why not? Why not? These are the kind of marketing genius ideas that these companies need. So, yeah, something simple like that is apparently doing it. We're talking about how some of these basic toys now are really kind of taking over the market. And it's exciting to me just because you're not talking about things that need a battery or to be charged. It's nothing tech. It's something as simple as squishy little toys. Now, the Nido, I guess, was the first thing. And somebody said, to clarify, the Nido itself does not separate. It's a solid piece that can be squished. They said, my kid has like 10 of them. They said the dumplings now are even more popular. And then I've heard, because a lot of these are selling out, that now the butter sticks is the thing that some parents are buying for their kids.
What's next? Flapjack Frisbees, which would be pretty good.
Yeah, I don't hate that.
Yeah, I think it's just kind of cool that, you know, a lot of these toys, maybe yo-yos and slinkies, things like that would kind of make a comeback. It'd be kind of cool to see.
Well, they need to make a comeback, and only if they don't suck this time. A yo-yo is a whack, and Slinky might be whacker.
I don't know. I thought yo-yos were awesome.
Yeah, yo-yos suck.
I was so uncoordinated that I had to do the cheat. It was called a yo ball, and it had a spring action in it. So it would always come back to you no matter what. So as soon as you kind of had the ball and it was on a string, it looked like you were really good with it, but it would just retract itself. You didn't have to have the right wrist action. So I was so lame. I was playing my yo ball. Everybody else had a yo-yo.
You just had to work at it. My dad taught me how to do the yo-yo. His dad before him taught him how to do the yo-yo.
Right.
And if you worked at it, you could get good at the yo-yo.
Oh,
No,
I
just
worked
cheated.
at it. I used to try to do the trick walk the dog, and I ended up breaking a vase. You know the walk the dog, that move?
I've heard it. I'm not sure if I know what it is.
You got to master the basics before you start walking the dog.
Well, sometimes a man wants to walk the dog, and sometimes vases get broken.
You got to walk before you run.
Okay, well then yell at the 8-year-old version of Jbird.
It was just like the adult version of Jbird.
Yeah, he's here.
I'd still walk the dog. I'd still break a vase.
Well, they are talking about a new way to get that dopamine hit that you do get from social media. And it's apparently not going to cost you any money, and it is not going to wreck your day. Do you like this concept of, in a sense, ordering something that you never get, but you get the dopamine hit of the joy of the purchase?
Huh?
You hear where some people go out and do therapy shopping and they get dopamine spikes when they make that purchase.
Right.
This is the same concept, except you don't get anything. Here's an explanation.
The South Korean website is called 음식만 안 와요, which means only the food is not coming. Its developer told NBC News that people use it to resist ordering delivery and save money as fees have become too expensive. It's one of the so-called dopamine sites spreading among Gen Z. These online spaces are designed to give users a quick hit of stimulation. There's also a site where people can smoke a virtual cigarette for a few minutes, just enough for a short break from work. For shopping lovers, they can fill their cart with endless items and never have to pay a cent. Experts say it reflects a broader trend of people seeking experiences online instead of in real life, according to the Korea Times.
Does that sound like the dumbest idea you've ever heard in your life?
Well, I can tell you why it is dumb because I've done this before. There was one time I had an order and it was $54. I'm going $54 of food. It's only you and Denny's. This is insane. But I did get that dopamine hit because I was thinking the food was coming. But I said, hold off for a second. I forgot to hit send and I'm thinking the food's on its way and it never came. And then I was pissed off because I go, oh, wait a minute. I never even hit send. I got the dopamine hit of the food because I thought it was coming, but it never came. So now I was mad. I don't like this, Kevin.
Yeah, the disappointment of not actually getting the food would be way outweighing the dopamine hit of hitting purchase.
But what about just the basic concept that your brain knows that you're not getting anything?
Yes.
And so how do you get a dopamine hit off of hitting a button knowing that nothing's going to happen from it?
You're trying to Jedi mind trick yourself, and it's stupid because deep down you know those subs aren't coming.
I'm not fooled. That's why I'm like, this has to be one of the dumbest things I've ever heard in my entire life.
They're trying to say that the fact that while you're ordering, you're getting those dopamine hits, and that's the thing that excites you, but just don't hit send because then you have to pay for it. It's all about the ride, not the final thing you're getting, and it's stupid.
This is so stupid.
Because I think that your mind is conditioned to know that at the end you're going to have the reward, and you'll train yourself. As you could even do in the Pavlov's dog experiment, where after a while you should be like, I know nothing's coming, so I'm not going to expect any kind of excitement.
It's like
there's no dopamine hit that actually happens.
It's like when we're on vacation, and let's say it's a Wednesday, and I know we've got more time off. I'll trick myself into thinking it's Thursday, going, oh man, vacation's almost over. But deep down inside, I know it's Wednesday. That trick, it can only help so much. See what I'm saying?
I don't agree with what they're doing here. I think this is silly, and you're wasting valuable time to actually do something in your life that could be productive or helpful to others, or you could clean your house. Like, why would you be on a fake website making fake purchases that are never going to show up?
Right.
This seems asinine.
And I think you'll get no response from it. Honestly, I think it's a lot more smart to go play with a squishy stick of butter.
I agree.
Yeah.
Play with the butter.
Yeah, you're right.
Do something productive. Clean your house. Hang out with your family. Write an email to somebody that you haven't seen in a while.
I feel like the apps and tech is losing if this is their next approach.
Well, I mean, you know how bummed out I'd be if I'm thinking I've got $60 worth of pizza coming, and then I go, oh, wait a minute, you didn't even hit send. Can somebody just beat me up, please?
But you know the whole time you don't actually have the goods or services coming. So are you that dumb that you still give yourself the dopamine?
I don't think that would work. Stephanie said the dopamine hits me when the packages actually arrive.
Boom.
Right.
Stephanie
That's
gets
what
it.
I feel.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not the ordering itself because there's nothing there and it doesn't materialize. I mean, whoever walked this through didn't spend a lot of time on it.
Now, the dopamine can hit when you know you did order it and it's on its way. That's when the foreplay starts to come in.
But you didn't actually order it. Like, how dumb would you be to get a dopamine hit out of that?
No, I'm saying you do order it, and that's where the dopamine starts to hit when you know, oh, crap, they're only 10 minutes away with my package. Oh, here comes the dopamine.
Yeah, this one is dumb, though, because there is no package.
Right.
Nothing's coming, so why would I be excited?
It's pretty dumb. Anna said, this is exactly why I'm going new Amish.
Yes. Amen.
And I'm going to join you out there.
Squishy butter sticks. That's where it's at, kids.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my favorite closet people, closetsbydesign.com. Well, the French were awarding Oprah with this Lionheart Award at the Lumière Theatre in France. And Oprah was up there, accepting her award and telling stories, as Oprah does. And during the panel, she talked about how when Whitney Houston had relapsed, that she had gone on to Oprah's show and was so high that she fell off the stage. And Oprah says, I begged the audience not to put those pictures out and not to talk about it to the media because it would ruin Whitney's life. So they did not, and nobody knew about it until just now.
No one knew about it, but so I'm going to go ahead and talk about it after she passed away so she can't defend herself.
Now, you might assume that maybe Whitney Houston's estate has something to say about this. They are upset, and they say that it wasn't Whitney's fault that she fell that day. It's actually Oprah's fault.
Uh-oh.
So, Pat Houston, who runs Whitney's estate, said that basically Whitney, yes, fell off the stage, but it was during a sound check, and it was because they had a dark area of the stage in the front of the stage, and it wasn't lit properly, and that's why Whitney fell off the stage, because Oprah had a dark stage that wasn't lit properly for performance.
Oprah.
It's why people don't like when you get into a debate with a dead person because they're not there to say their side of the story.
I think it's fascinating. I don't know, what really Oprah has to benefit. I guess, keeping her name relevant.
Well, that's exactly it. Well, if it bothered you back then and you didn't want to do that and you thought it was going to ruin her life, well, now you're just you're dancing on her legacy. I don't know. If you were girls with Whitney and you wanted to protect her, why do you tell this story?
I agree.
I don't know. It's like when
you weren't girls with her, you want the clicks, you want the shares, you want the hype of the story.
It's like when John Stamos had not the most flattering things to say about Bob Saget right after he died. And I'm like, dude, that's your boy. And some things, in my opinion, just aren't really meant to be said, especially if it's something that's not going to move the needle. It's not these earth-shattering developments. It just makes the person who passed away look like a clown. And I know that I just wouldn't do that to my boys or my friends.
It shows you that they weren't boys. And what it shows you about Oprah and Whitney is that they weren't homies, they weren't girls, they weren't for each other. Oprah is telling this story to get publicity for herself and her award and to keep her name relevant. And if you're friends with somebody, you don't tell this kind of story after they passed away because you know that it just hurts their legacy, hurts their reputation.
Not in my circle, I wouldn't do that. Remember when Gayle King went up into space and then they panned the camera onto Oprah, but she wasn't ready for the camera to be panned on her, and then she realized the camera's on her, and then all of a sudden she acts all worried, like, oh, I hope Gail's going to be okay. Oh, please, Gail, be okay.
Yeah.
But she missed her cue for the camera.
It's performative.
It's performative.
And we see you. And finally here, Tiger Woods made his first public speaking appearance yesterday. He was serving as the chairman of the Future Competition Committee, introduced the PGA Tour CEO at a press conference, and he did address the tour's new competitive model that will be launching in 2 years, but was taking no questions regarding his sobriety or flipping vehicles on Jupiter Island or any personal troubles. No. We will not be speaking on those things.
Yeah, probably a good call.
And that's what's going on in your dirt.
Do you ever have any weird rules at your house? I saw this fun little thread that people were posting up, and it said, what is one house rule that your dog made up without asking anyone? And if you have dogs, sometimes they do run the house and they establish rules. They want things a certain way and they let you know about it.
We had a dog named Charlie that always did that weird butt massage move where he kind of scoots your butt across the ground. You know what I'm talking about?
That's where they're trying to wipe poo out of their behind.
Yeah, that's pretty gnarly.
It's really gnarly, and it's the only dog.
Gnarly Charlie.
It's the only dog I ever had that ever did it, and it was a Lake Park dog, and it definitely had some issues.
Charlie might have had worms.
And I remember there was a person that knocked on our door, and they were running for the mayor of Lake Park, and we opened up the door, and Charlie was right in front of them and did the whole butt thing right in front of the mayor candidate, and it was so embarrassing. You feel like you had to explain, like, oh, he never does that. We swear our carpets are clean. We were
dogs
lying.
got worms.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what they say. Sometimes it is in dogs and humans. If you have an itchy bung, you could have worms.
You could have
So
worms.
if you see a human scooting their butt across the carpet, they might have worms.
Well, if you see a human that's always digging in their butt and itchy, they could have worms. I saw it on TikTok.
They could have worms. They also could just not be a great wiper.
Either way, we got to talk.
I don't think Charlie, my dog, was a good wiper.
Yeah. I know what this is all about because my dog Coco, the Pomeranian, she's the one that's the most demanding. She's got her own little thing. When she does this, you know she wants that. She was upset because yesterday she came to me because in the afternoon, she likes to lick the bowl that I've eaten out of. It's usually just the plastic stuff, which I throw in the garbage. So don't think I'm like putting it in the dishwasher.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, so I'll have like some sauce that's in my little Ideal Nutrition container, and so she gets to lick that. And then after she goes to the bathroom, she wants me to put her on the bed so that she can sleep. But she has this thing where the one Frenchie that we have, Ocho, he loves giving tongue baths. And she's a Pomeranian that has hair. And so I'll come home and her hair is all matted and just disgusting, covered in dog drool. And yesterday she wanted me to put her on the bed. I'm like, I'm sorry, we can't do it today.
You're too wet, girl.
And she gravitates right towards my pillow. I always come in and she's laying right on my pillow. I'm like, you know what? This is just, now I got to strip my pillows down. Like, it just throws everything off.
I can't actually be laying on a pillow that smells of dog saliva.
No.
I can't.
I've seen where his mouth has been and what he does with that tongue.
He's an explorer.
It's all of gross.
Yeah, he is NC-17 with that tongue.
Yeah, and he's a gross dog. So, yeah, that ain't happening. But some people were sharing about all the stuff that their dogs will dictate to them. One person said, when he scratches you, that means you have to lift up the blanket so he can crawl under. Some dogs like to burrow.
And he tells you.
Yeah, and they do. They tell you. One other person said you must pay the ice cube tax anytime the fridge or freezer opens up.
Oh, you can't even open a bag of anything. If I have to open up a bag of Doritos, I try to go so quietly.
Yeah.
Because if not, my girlfriend's dog hears it. Snacks.
Yeah. They get conditioned. One person said if the West Wing is on TV, nobody's allowed to change the channel. West Wing is my dog's favorite, and if we change the show, he'll stop watching the TV and just glare at whoever's holding the remote control.
That's amazing.
Some dogs do. They have programming they really like.
The West Wing?
Hey, look, there's a lot of twists and turns.
Is there a dog on that show?
And one person said the rule that our dog has made up in the house, I don't know how it started, but I have to wave a reassuring hello at my dog right before she pees. It's so embarrassing. She won't pee. She'll be sitting there and be like, okay, and you go, hello, and then she'll start peeing.
That's funny.
Dogs can embarrass you. I remember the one time when Chewy was still alive, I had Uber Eats. The door opened. He went out, and the girl was really attractive. And as she's squatting down to kind of get the food, my dog, Chewy, first of all, farts audibly, loud enough. And I'm like, oh, Chewy, stop. Oh, he's got bad gas. Then he walks, and he never did this either. So he's out of character. As she was squatting down, he got on like He put his leg on her and started to dry hump her.
Oh,
So
no.
he farted and then dry humped this girl.
Chewy.
And I go, I am so sorry. He never acts like this.
That is not how you charm a lady.
I didn't raise you like this, Chewy.
Could you imagine if a human man did that?
I know.
That'd be something, huh?
Whoa.
Yeah, that would be something. This is kind of a cute thing. Somebody said when my dog was a puppy, he would grab something he shouldn't have, and I would wind up trading him whatever he had in his mouth for a treat. And so now he'll just go grab random things like a scrunchie or a sock or whatever, and then he brings it to you to get a treat.
He wants to trade.
Yeah, it's a little trade.
Dogs are weird with their treats, too. We gave our dog Charlie from Lake Park a hot dog. He kept it for 4 days. He'd bury it, then he'd unbury it. He'd put it back in his mouth, and if you tried to grab it, he would turn into he'd growl at you. He was so attached to this raw hot dog.
Another rule that somebody's dog set up, they said bedtime is 10 p.m. and at 9:55 she will come and give you a warning. She'll look at you and then kind of look at the bedroom, and then 5 minutes later she'll come back and be like, okay.
You know what time it is.
That's adorable.
It really is. It's kind of funny how
It's amazing body clock.
Yeah, we were actually discussing that the other day. Do dogs have kind of an internal clock? And somebody was talking about how their dog will sit and wait for her husband 15 minutes pretty much right on the nose.
I just feel like 15 minutes is so long. I don't know. I think people are reaching on that 15 minutes. So my dog would know when I'm getting in my car here at work. Oh, Jbird's coming 15 minutes away.
I'm sure not every dog, but some dogs I think do have a body clock.
I think what it is, I think they are observant and they do pick up on a lot of things. And you think, how would a dog know the timing of the day? Well, one, the light outside, and they may be able to see how light it is and be like, okay, when the sun kind of looks like this, it means it's about time for my owner to come home. So I'm going to go and sit by the door and wait for him.
Yet I guess an hour or two really wouldn't make that big of a difference.
Yeah, I think you'd be able to tell. I mean, sometimes at night, I mean, the 15 minutes can make a radical difference in the amount of sunlight you have.
There's an absolute time where I hate to sit on my sofa because the sun comes right in and pierces you in the eyes.
Right.
If that happened to be the same exact time that Panda got home,
the dog would
the dog would know
So I
by
think
the
they
light.
observe that. And it could be your own behavior, too, what you do at a certain time of day. They know if you do something at a certain time that pretty quick, so-and-so is going to be coming home.
True. We are creatures of habit.
And I'm not saying every dog's like this, but I do think some dogs can sense heartache. And they can sense when you really need some kind of love from them.
Yeah, they're definitely in tune with emotions.
Well, they've proved, too, that some dogs can, smell cancer and illness.
It's wild, isn't it?
You, on you, in your blood, under your skin.
Well, I know they definitely can smell Doritos.
Yeah, they can definitely smell that. But one person texted in fact, a couple to confirm. They said dogs will tell time by scent. They know that you've been gone a long time because your scent starts to wear off in the house. And then that's why they're so excited to see you.
And they can read the clock on the microwave.
That'd be something, huh?
Good luck with mine. I have 5 different times all throughout my house.
Dog's like, it's always noon.
Is it 2:30? Is it
flashing?
7:45?
It's always flashing. It's noon.
That's why they go by scent, because they realize we can't keep a good clock. Dog's like, I would, but I can't trust it. Some fascinating stuff, and somebody want to let us know that everything you're saying about dogs is also true with cats. Our cats do all those things.
Okay. Sorry, cat people.
It's true. Yeah, I only speak with dog knowledge, but I do appreciate that. So everything we said, you can just replace dog with cat. It's always a fight, isn't it, Virginia? Cats and dogs.
Always.
Kevin, you're anti-cat, and it's showing, and we are mad.
Well, we've got some fun stuff with animals here. Do it every single weekday for a very hot ticket to Universal Orlando. You can pick up 2 one-day park-to-park passes. Plus, you get a parking pass in that, and then get in the running for a 3-day, 2-night trip that includes a resort stay at Universal Cabana Bay. Now, we've got Coral on here from Stewart to play Denny's or Animal. Hello, Coral.
Hi.
How are you doing today, Coral?
Good.
Good. We're going to play a game. Do you like animals?
Yes.
Okay, so we've got some.
I have one.
Oh, what kind of animal do you have, Coral?
A pony.
You got a pony. Oh, my goodness. What's your pony's name?
Teddy.
Teddy the pony?
Yeah.
Sounds adorable. Okay, well, let's play and let's win for Teddy, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so I've got some animal noises here. You got to tell me if it is the real animal or if it is producer Denny's that is making the noise here, okay?
Okay.
Okay, the first noise that I have for you is some birds fighting over bread. Do you think this is Denny's or animal? Okay, do you think those are real birds or is that Denny's making the bird noises?
Denny's.
That was Denny's. You are so right with that.
And
Absolutely.
Did the birds find the bag on the ground? Was there a man feeding them? I have so many questions.
A lot going on here. Okay, how about this one? We have got a bear that is stealing honey from a honeycomb. Oh, this is not a bear. He's a honey thief.
Is the bear pooping?
Hair in there. He might be. I mean, nutrition in, nutrition out kind of thing.
It's going right through him.
Yeah, it really is. All right, Coral, what do we think about that? Is that Denny's or animal?
Denny's.
That's Denny's as well. Nice job.
Ooh.
Okay, perfect score so far. Okay, we got one more here for you, Coral. This is a hyena inside a safari. What do you think? Is this Denny's or animal? They say they're laughing. I don't know what they're laughing at. What do you think? Is that Denny's or animal?
Animal.
That was the animal. That is a real hyena right there.
Woohoo.
We could not stump you today, Coral, and that means you are going to Universal Orlando. We got Universal Studios there and Islands of Adventure. You got 2 one-day park-to-park passes, and you're in the running for a 3-day, 2-night stay as well. Okay, Coral?
Thank you.
You are so welcome. We're going to be playing again tomorrow. Same time, right here on the KVJ Show, all brought to you by Love the Palm Beaches. Okay, I need to know what your random, strong opinions are here today. You can text them into us, 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763 at the KVJ Show. Got one here from AB. He said, I cannot stand it when people use anyways to wrap up a conversation. Where you're just kind of standing there like, so anyways, and you can tell like they're kind of over it, I guess is what AB is trying to say here. He said they're literally the ones rambling about something totally irrelevant. And then they say, well, anyways, as if you were the one that was holding them hostage on a tangent.
My unpopular opinion, I hate when people call me.
So that's what he's saying. And people want to say this around this time of year, their random strong opinion, hazard lights on while driving in the rain causes much more of a hazard than you think it is helping anyone.
Not this topic again.
Hazards are for disabled vehicles pulled off onto the side of the road. So when you're driving with the hazards on, it confuses people in a severe downpour.
This is one of those topics where it's kind of like, do you bring the shopping cart back or not? It can last for an hour and a half, and all people do is fight.
Well, just put your lights on in the rain, and that should be sufficient. When you have your hazards on and you're in front of me, I think you're braking.
Yes, right. It's
And
what
then
a lot of
I
people don't
brake.
realize.
And then the car behind me hits me.
You think about people who've been to South Florida for the first time and they get in one of those rains where you cannot see 5 feet in front of your car. And they're just like, oh, I have not seen anything like this ever.
You know what? Then pull over.
Yes.
Be on the shoulder, far as you can go, and then put on your hazard lights.
Yeah. You can tell the people that are just new to South Florida because they actually find a bridge and they park under it.
Perfect.
That's good.
Put on your hazard lights and stay under that bridge until it passes and you feel safe.
There is no shame taking yourself out of the game that you know you don't belong in.
Amen.
You just have to worry about the Florida men living underneath that bridge. They may club you.
That is true. There might be a whole band of vagrants that call that bridge home.
See, South Floridians know that. That's why they rather take on the rain than the vagrants.
Safe from the rain, not from Florida man.
And somebody trying to say it is illegal to drive with hazards in the rain. I know we've gone back and forth a bit on that standard as to whether it truly is or not.
I thought it was as well. I've also thought it should be. I don't think it is.
Just Google it.
We've been through this. I don't think it is, but it's dumb.
Well, I can't see an officer pulling you over in that kind of rain for having your... I don't think they do anything about it.
Someone trying to tell me officers will not pull you over in a rainstorm, and I can tell you that is a lie because I've been pulled over in a rainstorm.
Yeah, some people say I actually like the opposite. I love them in front of me because then I can see where they are, and it helps me guide my way through I-95. So it is one of those things where it is a preference thing. Some people do like it, some people do not, and people have strong opinions about it.
Yes, they do.
Put it on social media and just watch everyone just yell, and it will get personal too. It'll turn political.
Let's fight it out.
They will. That's one that gets massive engagement.
Random strong opinion here says no jeans at a wedding unless it's a cowboy wedding.
Amen. Oh my gosh. Who's wearing jeans to a wedding?
Man, if I had a wedding and someone showed up in jeans, do you know how not offended I would be? I could give a frog's fat ass what you wear to a wedding. What do I care?
Nobody in my family is wearing that. If you're with me, you are not wearing jeans to a wedding.
To me, when stuff when that happens at a wedding, I look at it as that's when you get to talk and have fun about, can you believe blah, 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 wore jeans to the wedding. Instead of getting all mad about it, have fun with it.
Oh, yeah, I'm not mad. I'm just making fun of whoever wears jeans to a wedding.
Yeah, gene it up.
In my family, no. But in other people's family, yeah, do it so I can mock you.
Oh, in other families, you wore jeans to a wedding, it would shut down the wedding.
Got a text here from Kayla. She said, my random strong opinion is about grass-fed ribeye. Last night I cooked my first one and it tasted like hot garbage. It went straight into the trash. Grass-fed beef is disgusting. I will never try to save $1.45 again. Now they know some meat in Okeechobee.
I don't think I know the difference. Is it grass-fed or corn-fed? What is it?
You cook the steak with grass on top of it. It's kind of like a, like a seasoning.
You feed the dead steak grass?
I'm just kidding. Come on, dog. It's the last week before vacation.
Yeah, it's just raised cattle that go out primarily to pasture and they forage, often resulting in leaner, nutrient-rich meat with higher omega-3s and antioxidants compared to grain-fed beef.
It's a big thing on what you're feeding the cattle, and people believe what you feed the cattle affects the meat and how it tastes and how it, makes your body react.
So just letting them feed on grass, which I think is kind of what nature intended, is bad? It tastes bad?
It is to her in Okeechobee.
Huh.
That's just one opinion, though.
Maybe she's a grain beef cattle raiser.
Could be. Like I said, they know their beef in Okeechobee.
Maybe she's got an agenda.
Could be.
She's tricking us into talking bad about grass-fed beef. I would love to do an experiment and have a blind taste test and taste both of them in front of me and be able to figure out which one is grass and which one is grain-fed.
Not gonna lie, seems like a lot of work to do that bit.
I would happily put in the work.
Set it up. I'll watch it.
Your girl loves a little meat.
2 perfectly cooked steaks in front of you. I'll take it.
Give me the cowboy ribeye.
Can you just walk up and just try the meat? We don't have to see the whole process. We don't have to pick out the cows.
There'll be sucking and slurping. I will happily make this video.
And I love these 2 text messages that are actually right beside each other. Somebody lists the Florida statute and they say that prohibits the use of hazard lights while a vehicle is in motion in the state of Florida. And then somebody cites the exact same statute with the exact same number, and they say it is not illegal to have hazards on in the rain anymore.
See what I'm saying? You never, ever get resolution with this topic.
They use the exact same statute with the exact same number to say the exact opposite things.
This is the definition of lunacy.
Yes. I dare you to go into the next topic. Do you bring your shopping cart back to the shopping corral?
Okay, now we have to know what the statute says. If they're both quoting it, it. One of you is wrong and one of you is right.
Can we just get someone that actually knows the law? I feel like reading stuff these days is bad. Let's get someone who knows the law.
The way laws are written sometimes, it is hard to decipher and be able to put it into layman's terms.
It is.
So can somebody who actually knows that statute look at it and tell us?
Guarantee you Kevin will take 3 calls. One will say it's illegal. The other one will say it's not illegal. And the third one will say, you guys suck.
They'll all say that, but the other two will be different.
I think we would say we suck. Everyone agrees that. But is it illegal to drive with your flashers in the pouring rain?
We may never get that answer, Virginia.
Damn it.
And honestly, I don't know if I want the answer anymore.
Yeah.
I'm going to start walking in the rain.
Now, some people are coming back to Kayla Okeechobee, who was going down on the grass-fed beef, and Angie said, don't blame the cow because you can't cook.
Oh,
snap.
Angie's telling you to move along.
This is a fascinating thing, though, because I didn't realize there's such a big taste difference in grass-fed and grain-fed.
Oh, listen to all these comments. It's utterly violent.
And I love this random strong opinion. It says, don't put Christian bumper stickers all over your car if your driving needs Jesus. That is a great statement because I've actually seen driving out of the parking lot at church, one person flip another person off.
Wow.
Oh, I have seen that.
You aren't even 100 feet away and you already forgot about Jesus.
Oh, I love the person who really just is always yelling about Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. And then you realize, oh, wow, I think they're just drunk and they smacked their kid.
I look at cars sometimes and I see the Jesus sticker, and then I look at the person and I'm like, that's a lie, because you can tell like they are up to no good. I judge a book by its cover. I think that Jesus sticker sometimes is meant to throw you off the scent of them really being all about the devil.
So you think that in the Jesus car, a demon's driving?
Yep.
Could be.
I've looked over and saw it and thought that person is not right.
You ain't fooling no one.
You ain't fooling me.
But Kevin,
Not today, Satan.
isn't that one of the rules of Jesus is not to judge a book by its cover?
Sorry. I judge every book by its cover.
Judge, huh?
All day, every day. It's called self-preservation.
There you go.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. I'm here to live, not be murdered.
Yeah, I'm still getting all kinds of conflicting information about driving with your hazards on in the rain. But one of my cop buddies who's on the force, he said, yes, it is illegal to drive with your flashers on in a rainstorm. However, we're not really going to pull you over for that because cops don't like getting wet. It's one of those things that we let go because people feel safer with them on. But yes, it is illegal, but we don't plan on enforcing that very often.
Okay, let's say you're a cop driving down the side of I-95 and you see 2 guys getting into a fight and they're strangling each other, but it is lightning out, it's raining. Do you kind of act like you don't see it, or do you try to stop that thing?
I would imagine if somebody's life is in danger, you probably jump on that one. That'd be my guess.
Yeah, you don't want anybody to die, but also if I maybe just got my hair did, this officer is not pulling anybody over.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just...
No.
I mean, are you really worried about your fresh dew, though, when you go in for your... I mean,
am.
this may not be the right job for you. If you're like, I can't get my hair unkempt today when I go into my copping job.
This bitch just got a blowout, and we are not getting it wet.
I'm just saying, in the history of policing, you mean to tell me during a thunderstorm, someone's driving by and go, I didn't see nothing.
I'm friends with a few female cops, and they are hot. And they would agree that, hey, looks do matter out there in the world.
Some people are saying that it's not illegal. We're getting a ton of comments about that, saying the law has changed. It's not illegal.
It used to be illegal to drive with your hazards, but the law changed in 2021. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of that, too. I think really just the whole thing is whatever you want to do, you can do it. Because I don't think anybody's going to stop you, pull you over, regardless of whether it is illegal or not.
You do you, boo.
You do you, boo, in Florida. We all go with that. However you want to do it, you can do it. So I think that's basically the way to roll. Well, we saw somebody that was rolling with a police escort on I-95. The video was posted up, and people were like, who is this? Because here they are in a pink Rolls Royce. They got a cop car in front, cop car in the back. And the other part of it, too, is they're kind of zipping through traffic faster than if they didn't have a police escort. Yesterday, we broke down the pricing on it, and it was a lot more affordable than I really thought it was going to be when we were talking about that. It was, like maybe $60, $70, and you can get yourself a police escort. I was like, that's not too bad.
That's not bad at all. I mean, that's super affordable.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
Kind of thought the same thing.
I think you have to apply for it.
You do, and I think they
can
probably did.
They can reject you if they're just like, no, Jason, you can't have a police escort to go to Aldi.
Right, yeah. It is that case-by-case basis. But whatever this woman's reason was in the pink Rolls Royce, she got her police escort. And who was that woman? One KVJ Nationer thinks they know, and they left us this mic drop on the 97.9 WRMF app.
I actually know who drives that pink Rolls Royce, and her name is Heidi. She invented a breast pump, and she owns this place called Zen Elite. And I have personally been to a party of hers when my daughter was Miss Miami, so we were invited, and Lionel Richie, Kelly Clarkson sang there. And I know she's had, all kinds of celebrities around, and she shows up at the equestrian events in Wellington for the dressage. She is building a giant new facility in Wellington for the new show center. She hopes to sponsor the entire American dressage show team in the next Olympics in LA. She is really something.
Wow. You always wonder. That's why I think it'd be so fascinating to know who's in that car, what is their story, and that's the story.
That is a busy lady.
Yeah. It was off a breast pump, huh?
What kind of breast pump is it? Like for nursing?
Sounds like it.
Wow.
Is it for cows?
Is it for humans?
That's a lot of name drops.
I would imagine the breast pump would be for the human. Otherwise, she probably would have specified.
Yes, I was making not a very good joke. It's kind of my thing today.
Today?
Well, extra today.
Yes. Well, I do appreciate KVJ Nation for helping out. If you would ever like to leave us a message like that, just download the WRMF app for free. Look for the little microphone, and you can leave us a message just like she did to explain all our questions, and we do have many.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my favorite closet people, closetsbydesign.com. Did you see the Lizzo video?
I did.
Okay. Is she crying?
No.
Oh.
She's not.
Well, it says in the story here, Lizzo's new album sold less than 3,000 copies in its first week, and she cried about it.
Yeah, I think they're just saying that she was making a point about it. I think, sometimes they get a little bit loose with their descriptions of what happens in some of these videos for dramatic effect.
But 3,000 units in the first week is not very good numbers.
Gotcha.
That's actually terrible.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not great. Here's how she did sound, though, and it sounded like some people are coming at her saying, well, you didn't even do anything to promote it. No wonder it didn't sell well, but that's what she's defending here in this clip.
Okay, I promoted my album and people on the internet clown me for it, so I don't know what to do. I promoted my album super hard and people were calling me a desperate flop, so I don't know, guys.
Okay.
Get off of the internet. Siri, you guys have all this money and all these handlers. Let them take care of the internet. Stop doom scrolling and reading every terrible thing about yourself. It's not good, especially when you are only selling 3,000 units. It's not going to go good for you.
Yeah.
No.
She sold 2,649 copies of her new album, Bitch. And that is way off from what she did back in 2022, where her first week was more than 39,000 copies. So you went from 39,000 to 2,649. That's the difference between the two albums.
She's had missteps. And when you have missteps like that, you and your PR team got to really, really come up with a different strategy. And that can mean you have to go away for a little bit. And I'm not saying what she did was, I don't know everything that she did, but I know everyone was coming for her. And I know she played victim a lot. So when the world's coming for for you, saying you're doing wrong, and then you claim victim, people are not going to jive with that. It's going to affect your bottom line.
Now, The Independent gave it a review, and they gave it 2 stars, her new album, and they said it was strangely muted and full of cliched platitudes that suggest she can't even convince herself that she's okay, let alone the rest of us.
Oh.
Bitch feels like an attempt to resurrect her image from before the controversy, one of an unbothered, unapologetic, and confident queen. Yet in every respect, this record is all over the place.
Yeah, I don't think the way she did her PR was the correct way.
Well, it looks like the sales reflect some missteps.
Did we track any of it? Have you heard any of it? Would you agree with that?
I've heard some of it.
Mm-hmm. And it sounded like she tried to go pop and fun and, and I guess I just didn't plan. Now, I don't know if it's quality of the songs or if it really does have to do with where her public image is now. But
change identities also as well. She had one way of going about, body positivity, and then she completely abandoned that to a certain extent. I'm talking about the optics of it.
Yeah, I think when you have a lot of your backup dancers too saying, no, she fat shamed us.
yeah, she has. That was from 2023. Some people want to know what that was. And yeah, so she had some allegations that she really and that just for the stances she had taken before, that's what it looked like. She was a hypocrite.
And it wasn't
It's one of
just
the worst things you can be.
It wasn't just about weight stuff either. There was other stuff that was considered inappropriate, and she did not back down from that.
Like sexual?
Yeah, you reported on this.
Dude, I can't remember what I wore to work yesterday.
You got to tell her dirt stories.
Have you seen me on the weekend?
Yeah, it's false confidence, and people are seeing through it.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, I guess don't buy the album then, because nobody else did. Well, there's newly released testimony from when Bill Gates was talking about all the Epstein stuff. And he, I guess, publicly acknowledged multiple affairs with multiple women and then said, who the women were, and then said that Epstein tried to use those affairs as leverage against him and was attempting to blackmail him. Now, Bill Gates stopped short of saying whether or not Epstein got any money out of him. But I guess, eventually Melinda, Bill Gates' wife, found out about the affairs. So there was no longer that leverage that he said Epstein was trying to use against him to blackmail him. Whoa.
Yeah, I guess that's one way to get rid of it. Now, the other thing that had kind of come out from the story was just who these people were. They identified them. One is a bridge player, Mila Antonova. And then the other is a nuclear scientist, Karima, I can't even pronounce it, saying the affairs were real and that his wife, Melinda French Gates, eventually learned about them. So, yeah, you do at least with this story now know who those ladies were and what they did.
Fascinating. And that's what's going on in your dirt.
Man, this is some shocking news, I guess. If you love yourself some rock and you've been in South Florida for 3 decades, you might be surprised to find out that Hard Rock Cafe at Bayside there in Miami, right on the water, is going to be closing its doors later this summer after 33 years.
Wow.
How about that, huh?
Everything changes.
Yeah, it does. But yeah, it's been a staple for quite some time. I remember going there probably about 30 years ago.
Everything changes, but one thing, that everything changes.
Yeah, I think just maybe it's not like cool and hip like it used to be. It had a heyday.
It did. I remember as a kid, 80s, 90s, rock was really big, and hard rock shirts from all around the world that people would have and said that you've been to that city. Like, oh, and you went to Hard Rock.
That's
so
a
edgy
thing.
and cool. Yeah.
Everybody had the T-shirt, and it said that you were in the cool club.
Yeah. I think it has lost a bit of the cachet. And, the other thing about it, too, is, some of the stuff that they have in there, I just know because going to the casino a good bit, that, sometimes it's a little bit older, that unless you're over the age of maybe 40, you may not know who a lot of those people are they have on the walls. They do have some younger stuff, but a lot of it's older.
It sucks because I do feel like if people got behind it and showed that because there is interest in there, they'll make you think that there's not interest, but there's interest in there. It would be nice for someone to legit back it up to give it some credibility.
Yeah.
Will the people go and support it, though?
I think anything
in mass.
Anything that was old becomes new again. Once a star, always a threat.
South Florida loves a new, shiny, amazing, new remodeled restaurant. Oh my gosh, it's so Instagrammable.
And I don't know if they could change the things out fast enough. I remember I went there a couple times pretty quick within, relatively good time span, but it's been decades since I've been there, and it's because I kind of already seen it.
But is the location like primo?
I mean, that location is going to be amazing. That might be part of it as well. They said, hey, look at what we could do in that location right there at Bayside.
And there's a point, too, where, you just can't afford the rent because you're not packing them in like you did in the 90s and the early 2000s.
Yep.
That rent's probably very expensive.
Great spot.
There's so many options, man. And that's the one thing that's happened is tripled, if not more, when it comes to options.
Saturated.
There's so much to do.
Yeah. So sadly, Miami, we're losing Hard Rock Cafe, but we are gaining Clublix in its place.
What's that?
If it's techno and Publix, I am aging out of earth and I want to go to the woods. I want to go to the woods.
Virginia, can you drive him to the woods real quick?
Sure, no problem. Come get in my car. I think I have bugs.
All I need is a guitar and a couple sandwiches. I'm good.
Yep. You can take some of that memorabilia from the Hard Rock Cafe with them.
Oh.
They're looking to get rid of it anyway.
If I'm going to the woods, I'm out of the memorabilia game.
Yeah, they say that Publix is going to be hipping it up a bit with a couple of new next generation stores planned for Miami, and some shoppers have nicknamed the concept Clublix because it is going to be the kind of place where you come and mix, mingle, hang out a little bit. They're going to be featuring burrito bars, pizza ovens, sushi, ramen, beer and wine on tap, upstairs seating, upgraded dining areas, and of course, a DJ here and there.
Oh,
I do love those grocery stores that serve beer on tap. That is amazing.
You got to have the place that opened up, Naked Miami, and they have a bouncer out front of like a place where you get your smoothies. Like, what do we need a bouncer for with smoothies?
It's stupid. It's very stupid.
The stupid gimmicks at work in Miami.
The only way you would ever see me at a Clublix or whatever the heck it's called, it's because somebody has a gun to my back and they go, "You're going in right now," and you're ordering some techno eggs.
Where is this Clublix going to be? And are the prices going to be still affordable, or are they going to be like Erewhon or Naked?
Yeah, you have to pay. You have to get a bracelet, a $10 bracelet, like a club.
I'm not doing all that. I'm not doing all that.
But I can see that happening. Oh my gosh, it's in Miami, it's in South Beach. You have to pay $20 just to get into Publix.
There's a cover.
It's so cool.
2 locations planned for Miami. I didn't see the exact locations and the opening dates, but that is kind of the strategy. And they say what they're trying to do is they're trying to go after the casual last-minute meal occasion crowd that is out there that might go to a Chipotle or another fast casual place. They want them to be walking into Publix, and they want all the ambiance and that kind of feel, because if you go into a Chipotle or a place like that, you might hear music and things like that. So Publix wants to keep that kind of same vibe and energy as people are coming in. And they're also doing some different stuff with the pub subs. I guess they just dropped some new brisket subs to check out. I don't know if anybody's had that yet.
But they have to say it like that. We're dropping biscuit subs, brisket subs. We're dropping beats. We're dropping eats.
Biscuit subs. That's too much carbs.
Actually, a biscuit sub would be good. Biscuit on biscuit. I would totally get down on that.
I would sleep for a week if I ate a biscuit sub.
I think a nap would be great for you.
I can't. That's too much carbs.
Oh, man, I would be so annoyed if I'm looking for food and all I hear is...
They say that these fast casual options like the Chipotle, the industry has really been booming here over the last, I guess, maybe decade. They say that the restaurant meals have been replaced with the grocery deli food. And back in 2017, it was 12% of the market. It's 28% today. So Publix is trying to chase that.
Where are your glow mozzarella sticks? I'll take some of those, please.
They're glow sticks, but they're mozzarella.
Kevin, this sounds so cool, and I'm so not cool, so therefore I'm annoyed.
It'll fit in Miami.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing. They're watching these other stores, these Erewhons, these Nakeds, and they're like, okay, we want a piece of that. It's not that hard to duplicate.
Publix making me want to become a beef person again. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Winn-Dixie?
They make me want to go back to the Dixie. No, you're right. I'm speaking madness right now.
Well, with some places closing down, some places are opening up. That Ford's garage that they have in Boynton, I guess, apparently is all finished, and it is going to be cracking open the doors on Tuesday. They got that thing going. It's their 35th outlet. It's on North Congress Avenue. It's kind of close to a lot of the other stuff that is right there on Congress and Boynton Beach if you want to check out the new Ford's garage.
No techno in that place, right?
No,
Okay,
no.
okay.
They got kind of a different vibe. They used to have a place at the Malt Wellington Green that closed down, but it's got, decent ambiance, fantastic music. And then we're also going to be getting a Del Taco in West Palm Beach.
About dang time.
You've talked about this place.
Yeah, I don't know much about it. I do know that it's a California-based fast food chain. They're known for tacos, burritos, and crinkle-cut fries. They're going to be opening up their first location in Palm Beach County. It is going to be in the Coco Plum Plaza, which is on Military Trail, just by Community.
I've never had Del Taco.
It was voted the best fast food restaurant in USA Today's 2025 10 Best Reader's Choice Awards.
Wow.
They said it offers a variety of Mexican and American favorites. It is the nation's second largest Mexican quick service restaurant behind Taco Bell.
That survey was done by deltaco.org.
They say they serve more than 3 million guests each week in nearly 600 restaurants across 17 states. They are currently open up in Port St. Lucie. They've got Port Charlotte, Orlando, Melbourne, Kissimmee, and Bradenton.
Oh, so we can already go get it.
In Florida, but not in Palm Beach County. This is the first one cracking open.
Oh, I will totally stop up there in Port St. Lucie and try it.
Road trip.
Yeah.
Road trip.
Well, it sounds like you don't have to because they're opening up West Palms.
Yeah, but Kev, we're hungry now.
Okay.
I'm going to be up there next weekend. I'll go try it.
Go for it.
You know what? If you want to bring some back, I am not above or below eating a 3-day taco.
I know. You'll eat something that's like
It's fine.
fast food that's like at 4 days old.
Just my game.
Yes.
Oh.
Jbird says everybody's been raving about this thing. He's heard about it so much, he said, I have to go check out this Arby's steak sandwich.
Well, people were hitting up my personal email, so that's when I know, all right, things have gotten serious, Virginia, because usually I only get people that want a really in-depth food review or they are threatening my life when they are sending me personal emails.
There's no middle.
There's not really a middle, no. It's either death or sandwiches. And ended up getting it because everybody and their mother kept on hitting me up saying, Bird, you got to try this Arby steak sub. You guys are talking about subs the other day. Mm-hmm. And they kept on saying how amazing it was.
Okay. So Bird did the work. He and his girlfriend went and got one. You could see it visually. Now, tell me what you think about the appearance. Do you think that it lived up to the hype? And did the appearance of it make you feel like it was going to taste less, or did it look delicious?
I thought the appearance was absolutely disgusting looking.
Okay.
I did not think it looked good. In fact, I was kind of bummed out when I saw it. I'm going, all right, this looks like a steak-um that is not going to... It almost looks microwave to me.
Yeah.
It looked that way.
Right. I saw the video that Jbird had posted, and I was underwhelmed. Like, this is not going to go well. When you unwrapped it and you opened up the bun, you got to see the meat and cheese. It was inside. And I was like, all right, maybe there's a slim chance. But it looked to me a little bit more like more bread than ingredients.
And
inside.
this is what you got. You got thinly shaved Angus steak, white Cooper cheese, caramelized onions, and then and a Morozo's sesame. Is that how you say it?
I don't know.
Seed roll. Now, if you're in Palm Beach County, you're looking to pay $8.99 to $9.99, and if you're doing a combo, you possibly could be paying $13 to $15.
Okay.
So you're gonna have to bring your pocketbook for this.
Okay.
As terrible as it looked, I did not think it tasted bad, and I'm not a huge Arby's lover. Mm-hmm. pleasantly surprised on the taste. I gave it a 4 out of 5.
Okay.
If you're looking to get something quick and it doesn't taste awful, I thought it wasn't that bad, y'all.
Okay.
Just eat it with a blindfold. Don't look at it.
Do not look at it.
Tastes better than it looks.
It looks like it's been stepped on.
It did look like it stepped on, but that's kind of my knock with fast food anyway. A lot of times you get fast food and it does look like someone's tap danced on a sandwich.
It is odd, and there are exceptions. I think 90% of the time, the look and the taste usually match up. But every now and then you have something that looks terrible, tastes great, or something that looks great, tastes terrible.
And I'm getting a lot of comments going, dude, Arby's is disgusting. I hate Arby's. I hear you people. I see you people. I swear to you. I was shocked. I think they got a good sauce. I think Arby's and their horsey sauce is good. You might want to try that. But as much as I did not want to believe in it, I didn't think it was that bad.
Okay.
Try it out. Let me know if I'm wrong. Mm-hmm. But KVJ Nation's been hitting me up about it.
Okay.
Well, you did the work.
It feels good to do the work. I felt like a journalist.
Some gave all, Virginia. We were talking about Del Taco a minute ago, and we've gotten many texts about the Del Taco. We announced that they're going to be opening up their first Palm Beach County location. They're in Port St. Lucie, other spots of Florida as well.
Is it that good?
One person said we did a taste comparison. I went to the one on US 1 in Port St. Lucie. It's pretty good, but the side-by-side with Taco Bell, it's easy. Taco Bell is a lot better.
Wow.
Oh, every Taco Bell is absolutely different, and I know what you're talking about. I'm getting messages from people talking about Del Toro saying it's amazing.
Del Taco?
Or Del Taco.
Okay. One person said Del Taco is garbage. It only lasted 6 months in Tallahassee when it closed.
Just like everything.
Well, if they did a side-by-side, I love that. I love a blind side-by-side comparison. Here's the problem, too, consistency. Taco Bell struggles with consistency. Sometimes you'll go and you'll have a great round, and then sometimes you'll go and you'll get a quesadilla and the cheese isn't even melted. You're like, what is this? It's cold.
Mm-hmm. And just to let everybody know, my 4 was out of 4 out of 5, and I might have been a little too nice. I was all hyped up doing a video, 3.8, but I gave it a 4 for just, I don't think y'all are going to hate it that much.
All right.
Well, you try it.
It's a ringing endorsement.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to hate it that much.
Also,
come to Arby's. We don't think you're going to hate it that much.
And don't forget the note, and don't look at it.
It tastes better than an old shoe.
Our food looks terrible, but we don't think you're going to hate it that much.
Just bring your blindfolds.
Wow. Ooh-wee, what an endorsement, huh? Getting some push back from the text we had that said Del Taco is better than Taco Bell because they did a side-by-side taste comparison. And this text says Del Taco is 100% better than Taco Bell. Much fresher ingredients. You can taste almost a clean difference in their product compared to the stuff Taco Bell is pushing. And this is coming from a long-standing Taco Bell supporter who now cannot stand it since having Del Taco.
I'm just looking at people going back and forth in the chat room. We have a full-on taco war.
It is. In fact, we got a poll up right now on the KVJ channel on YouTube. And I said, if you've had both, which is better? 71% are going Taco Bell, 29% going Del Taco.
Whoa.
See, these are the fights I love that we have. These are the debates we need.
This is where we shine, and we want to duke it out.
That's it.
It's fun.
Bring it. Make sure you go there and subscribe. Click that like button as well, please. Share if you can. We'd appreciate it. Denny's apparently hooked on something else that would be in the Mexican food section, I guess, in the frozen foods category of your grocery store. It says El Monterrey Taquitos, and you say you've been going crazy on these things. You'll also maybe go with the Totino's pizza roll, and you're dipping it in blue cheese. And
Denny's.
I know.
He mowed through like 26 of them, like no problem.
Did you go back in time? Is it 1985?
I'm into trashy food right now. I'm in my trashy food era.
I mean, are you just trying to put more chemicals in your body?
Well, so it's weird how this all happened. So my wife had some teachers over and they had some finger foods. And after all the teachers leave, whatever's left, I'll usually just, I'll cruise out and graze on.
It's the mom way, the dad way. You're a scavenger.
Yeah. I lurk in the kitchen after everyone leaves. And I was like, what are I go, these those taquitos from El Monterrey, the ones I used to eat in college? And she goes, yeah. She says, there's a couple left if you want to eat them. I couldn't believe how good they were. I lost control. And then those little pizza pockets or whatever.
Can I just give you a warning on that? You have a chance of really wrecking the inside of your mouth if you do not eat them properly. It is like lava.
Very hot.
And it will mess your mouth up for at least 7 days.
Well, I remember we were at Jim Romano's house and he made us those pizza pockets.
Yes.
Pizza rolls.
Pizza rolls.
Yeah.
The little ones.
Yeah.
And I took a bite of it and the stuff inside shot out. I had a 3rd-degree burn on my lip.
Oh, it gets crazy hot. Yeah, it
looked
gets
like
nuclear. I don't know how it gets that hot.
If you have the munchies, you have to wait for 20 minutes because you're all hungry.
Yeah.
You've got that munchy hunger. You'll eat it right out of the oven, and that's how you will get an injury.
Why is it so much like lava?
I don't know. But it's
It
liquid.
can get to a temperature that's unknown by mankind. It really is.
He was getting on me because he's like, come on, keep eating. I'm like, dude, I can't feel my lip. I go, I don't know what I just did.
They're a dangerous snack.
It was so hot.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the trashy food I'm into right now. I think about it. It's so weird. It must have something in it.
Okay, well.
Yeah, it makes you crave it. They
Something-
put stuff in it
Yeah.
that it's making you Jones for it.
Some chemicals,
I was
maybe.
Jonesing.
It's a chemical, I'm telling you.
Oh, I'm hooked.
Say no more. I've got something real nice like for you, my friend.
All right.
Oh, yeah. You're going to love it.
I'm going to ride the wave while I'm on it, but then I got to get back to normality.
This is going to be a tidal wave.
All right.
We're talking a little bit about food reputations that have come up here today, whether it be, talk about Arby's, and some people have their feelings on that. Del Taco, I think people have their own feelings about that. Some of these things are food fallacies, though, because I think they may have bad, undeserving reputations, like buying food from the side of the road. And I think some people are like, that is the grossest thing ever. Why the heck would you ever buy any food from the side of the road? But I got to tell you, some of the best barbecue I had, I went with my buddy. We went out to the gun range, and it was out Beeline, and there was a barbecue truck that was right there. It was like, you got to try it. And we got everything on the menu, and I was like, it's some of the best barbecue I've had in South Florida, and it was right on the side of the road, and it was amazing.
I got such crap the other day because I bought watermelon off the side of the Beeline, and I'm slicing up watermelon and giving it to people, and I'm telling them how I got it out of this guy's truck on the side of the Beeline. They're like, what? I'm not eating this crap. I only get my fruit from a store. Don't be getting no fruit from a guy's truck. And they were so turned off by it.
Well, how do you know he wasn't the farmer?
I've always been, my family's
I always saw you get some of the freshest, best produce on the side of the road rather than the worst.
I have never thought it was a weird thing to stop on the side of the road and pick up goods from a person, a stranger on the, wait, that sounds kind of weird. When you think about it, it was in the middle of nowhere.
My wife will not pass up somebody that's got boiled peanuts on the side of the road, and it is the nastiest stew pot.
And you know they're not
this
cleaning
murky peanut kind of like water that is dank and smoking. It looks like hot pond water, and they're pulling these peanuts out of it. She's just drooling. I can't wait to tear into that. Like, that's so gnarly.
And the peanuts, they look, when you unshell them, they look like E.T.'s fingers. They look like alien fingers.
Mush.
Yeah. It's there's nothing about appetizing, but she swears by them.
But you don't think it's weird, though, getting food off the side of the road?
I think it's a case by case, and you got to size up everything about it. But I think you can either find the best or the worst food on the planet on the side of the road.
Totally.
There was nobody around.
You're easy to murder.
Easiest to murder. Everyone knows where I live.
The murderer only has to put up a fake watermelon stand.
The sad thing is, I could get murder on a Friday. You may not even know till Monday morning.
Damn.
Let's hope not.
That's probably true. Yeah. Nobody here is going to check on you till Monday, 6A.
If Honeyface is out of town, you may find her dog eating me.
Oh my God.
Sorry, that was dark. Sorry. All right, forget we're not in the podcast.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
A little bit of a warning that this is something that can happen in Florida in some murky, nasty waters. 17-year-old Josiah Thompson got what was initially just a minor scratch on his leg and then went swimming at a swim park in Niceville, Florida called Lions Park. 2 days later, he was rushed to the hospital with a red swollen leg. Doctor said, you got a flesh-eating bacteria going on here, my man.
Oh, no, not the flesh-eating bacteria.
Terrible. So far, he's undergone several surgeries, still on antibiotics. He's facing ongoing wound care and monitoring.
Oh.
They say he's got long-term recovery with the possibility of further surgeries and even a risk of amputation.
Ooh, that sucks, man.
That does.
So his mom has launched a GoFundMe page to cover medical and household expenses because she had to shut down her spa business to care for him. And she's also calling for better public alerts about bacterial levels in local waters.
You just never know.
It's summertime, too. We always hear about this. The algae blooms, the high bacteria levels. Like, if you've got any kind of open wound, you do not belong in any kind of outdoor body of water.
It's true.
You got to keep that thing away.
It is a good note. Yeah, think about.
Think about it. Look at your body before you think about getting in that water. Do I have any cuts, any abrasions?
Yeah.
Even a bug bite?
It's true.
A lot of abrasions.
Well, 53-year-old Melissa Cassius, she is the administrative assistant at the Los Alamos National Laboratory who disappeared from her New Mexico home back in June of 2025. She was found dead nearly a year later in Carson National Forest, and her skeletal remains were discovered by a hiker alongside a handgun.
It's always a hiker, isn't it?
Yeah, they try to make it look like, oh, she offed herself. Look, there's the gun.
Yeah, but there's some missing stuff that's going on here, including no bullets or other projectiles, which you would think if she was going to commit suicide or had, that they would be there.
Oh, they staged that scene. They put the gun in her hand. She was dead before they were even there. They probably put something in her food and killed her.
Dumped her there, maybe.
Yeah. She was dead for a while, probably.
And sometimes they can figure all that out if she was placed there.
Initially, they believe she may have suffered a gunshot wound because of fractures in her skull, but the recent CT scan found no bullets or other projectiles in the skull, leaving her cause and manner of death undetermined. They say they're looking for more forensic testing. The case remains under investigation as either a possible suicide or homicide. They don't even know at this point. So it just kind of deepens the whole mystery with these scientists that have gone missing.
Well, if there's no wound on her body from a gunshot, that means she was killed a different way, and the gun is to make it look like, I don't know, some kind
Suicide,
of a ruse.
yeah.
But if there's no bullet, how is it a suicide?
They're stupid. I guess they thought maybe the decaying body would decay so much you'd never know how she died.
If they didn't find her, it would be difficult, but they found her quick enough.
And they say China's secretive space plane has dropped a mystery object into orbit and nobody knows what it is.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Maybe it will fly over all of our nuclear plants.
I'm sure it's friendly.
Well, it's called Divine Dragon. That is the name of it. Do you feel good about Divine Dragon drifting above your head?
Wait, they've released the dragons?
They've released the dragons and it wasn't Taylor Swift.
Mother of dragons have been released.
Oh my gosh, if one of them had the face of Taylor Swift on it, that would be so funny.
Could you imagine all of a sudden that's something we really had to worry about? Oh yeah, guys, make sure you bring your umbrella. Dragons are out today.
Oh my gosh, you think mosquitoes suck?
Yeah.
Try to face off with a dragon.
The Divine Dragon.
Then I really would never leave the house.
Yeah, I'm cool.
If we had a dragon problem.
We live in this work building now, everybody.
There was a 13-year-old that climbed out of a boat on Tiana's Bayou Adventure at Disneyland in Anaheim.
I saw this. What the hell? Where are this kid's parents? And what kind of goofy kid would climb out of the ride onto the waterfall and then fall down the waterfall?
Yeah, 50-foot plunge.
Oh my gosh.
Are they okay?
He was taken to the hospital as a precaution, later released. Sounds like he's doing great, but they had to close down the ride and had to do an
13.
inspection, all that stuff.
13, you know better.
And then he goes, can we do it again? Because he's okay. You can make that joke. It's probably fun. No.
Oh, did you see the fall?
I did, but if he's okay.
If he's okay,
okay.
Maybe. I don't know. That fall looked pretty gruesome.
Wild. Well, they say that scientists are studying a mushroom from China that, if it's undercooked, can cause people to see tiny people. A phenomenon actually known as Lilliputian hallucinations, named after the tiny characters in Gulliver's Travels. And researchers have found that the mushroom doesn't contain the same hallucinogens found in psychedelic mushrooms. In fact, after analyzing its DNA, scientists say it appears to contain an entirely unknown compound that's causing these bizarre visions.
I'm good. I think I'm going to skip this one.
So are you good in every other way, but you just see tiny people?
That's it.
Like, all of a sudden, I would take it, and Kevin walks in, and he's 12 inches tall.
No, I think Kevin's still here normal, but you just see additional, but they're tiny people.
Oh, I don't see a 12-inch Kevin. I just see small 12-inchers around
Other
Kevin.
people, yeah.
Kevin, what is it? Do you see 12-inch Kevin, or do you see...
I think you see other people. Yeah, would be my guess. Now, I don't know what the people look like that are around you. If they still look normal size, it sounds like you're just adding additional people
Tiny
into
people.
your
But that
field
would
of
make
view.
that'd make our next board meeting kind of tough. All of a sudden, I got a question for that guy over there.
All right, do it, bitch punishment. Somebody's got to take
I
it.
have a question for the 12-inch
Yikes.
guy over here.
Wow. That would be something.
You got to take it on a day that we have a meeting.
Well, I think you
Yeah.
would, I don't even think
Our
you
last day here?
I think you would not even know anything's wrong. I think you really think you're talking to 12-inch people.
Scientists are saying that sperm whales in the Mediterranean may be speaking with different accents. They say, think of somebody from Boston talking to somebody from Mississippi. How crazy is that? They're noticing that the way they speak, how fast they speak, the whale clicks and all that stuff are different depending upon where they are in the Mediterranean.
That's amazing.
They say they can still communicate and all that, like I guess somebody from Boston and Mississippi, but they'd be like, huh?
What'd you say?
But when the
again?
whale visits Boston, all it does is talk about how great New York is.
Could be. Could be. They say Tommy Dono, a 52-year-old Gambino crime family member, allegedly supervised a crew of 10 thieves who stole $1.7 million worth of merchandise from Chanel's Manhattan flagship store on July 13th of 2024.
Wow. What'd they do, like a smash and grab?
They say they went through the stock room, ceiling hatch, then they were disguised as construction workers.
Oh.
They have on the surveillance footage shown approximately 300 luxury items being lowered down a fire escape and loaded into a waiting van.
Wow. They knew what they were doing.
Now, apparently Dono, who had lost his left arm in a car accident, was identified by his distinctive appearance on security cameras.
Damn, you can't bring the one-armed guy. He's easy to finger.
Yes. Now, he had previously served 15 years for his role in the 1998 murder of FBI informant Frank Heidel. So this is a true mob dude. He was released in 2021, pled not guilty to grand larceny charges in May. So he can't, he just can't quit that mob in life.
He can't. It's in him. It's mob for life.
That's it. That's how he goes. And a 47-year-old man in the UK, not as hard and fierce, was arrested recently for burning and selling remixed CDs. CDs in 2026?
Not really flying off the shelves, though, right?
Although CDs still slap. My buddy's got a CD player. Kind of miss him.
He got a 2-year suspended prison sentence and will need to do 250 hours of community service for bootleg CDs.
Wow.
What are you in for?
Bootleg CDs. And he's saying that to the guy who's the hitman who just stole $300,000 in goods. And how about this for a world record? Chad Caruso did his second coast-to-coast trip, 3,000 miles on a skateboard, this time landing in Jacksonville, Florida in just 39 days. He averaged 72 miles every day.
Wow.
He's done it before, and he broke his own record of 57 days, 6 hours, and 56 minutes.
I'd be pumped if I could just skateboard from this building to my Jeep in the parking lot.
Much less cross-country.
Is he doing it for a mission or just doing it just to break his own record?
He is celebrating 10 years of sobriety, and I think he's bored. So
Okay.
he just keeps skateboarding like Forrest Gump would run coast to coast. He just skateboards.
I get it.
So maybe people will follow him. I don't know.
If he
Come
stops
with-
skateboarding, he's going to start drinking. So keep skating.
Maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
I really think I've just got to somehow break the habit and get away from it, but I just can't because I love the suds. I saw the dermatologists are saying that you need to be washing your bod with your hands because it is the safest and most effective way to clean your body. They say your hands are less likely to irritate the skin, and unlike loofahs, which many people like me still hold on to because I just love the sudsy goodness, they don't sit around collecting bacteria between showers, which mine does. Then you place that bacteria back onto your skin, and they say it's a breeding ground for germs, but it's also problematic for people with eczema, acne, or sensitive skin. And I've got that notoriously dry skin, so the loofah itself is a terrible thing for me to be doing. I've got to somehow just remove that. I don't feel like I'm clean unless I see suds over that part of my body. And I have done that where I've washed myself with just my hands, and it feels like I'm just sliming soap over me, and then I just slime it back off my body, but I don't necessarily feel like I'm getting clean. But according to dermatologists, I am, and it's the best way to do it.
The only thing that I think you can do is have a fresh loofah each time.
That'd be about it, but
that would be the only way to keep it from growing bacteria. I saw the same thing. You know, if you've got a young person that's dealing with acne and they're washing their face, and then they're drying their face on the same towel, the towel can have the bacteria on it and be the problem. Like, you need a fresh towel. Or you need a fresh loofah each and every time.
Somebody needs to create like a loofah box where you put it in there and it would somehow dry out and disinfect your loofah. So when you took it out each time, it was just like you took it out of the package.
Ooh, loofah box.
That'd be amazing. So then I get my suds and I don't have all this funk.
You could do it. I mean, you could do some kind of, treatment to it where you killed all the bacteria.
Maybe. I mean, it sounds like something to develop and take on Shark Tank, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Loofah box.
Maybe use like the same technology they have at the manicurist's place where they put those tools in that machine and it's like gets rid of all the bacteria from the last person. But then you're like, all right, did they really put that in there? Or are they just faking it?
Yeah.
Sometimes I think they're faking it.
What do you use to wash, Virginia?
I use my hands. I use really good soap. And my hands. Sometimes I'll even use like an exfoliating crystal situation.
Okay.
Like it's like a scrub.
Yeah, and then and then you take your hands and you just rub that over your body where you want to clean.
Yes.
What about you, Bird? What do you use?
I use my hands a lot. I like to do a double wash. I like to take a bath, shower. I like to really spend some time in there. And it's not what you think, Virginia. I'm not doing anything naughty.
He pours a glass of wine.
Well,
puts on some music.
What's wrong with that, though? I think we all should enjoy a bath every now and then. Put a little wine, a little music on, and explore.
Tells himself he looks pretty.
Punch the clown.
Look, I said explore. we all owe that to ourselves.
Yeah, I asked people right now on KVJ TV what they use most to wash. And the top answer is hands.
Yeah, loofahs honestly need to be outlawed.
You got 31% doing that. You've got 28% doing the loofah washcloth. They're about tied. And then only 10% of people are doing something other than those three things.
They're using the rubber ducky.
Yeah, unless you can do fresh washcloth. Fresh loofah every time. I feel like they get gross and then you're just putting gross back on you. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, Stephanie said you can use a new washcloth every day. It's easy. Just, take it, have a little thing, and you're doing a little bit more laundry possibly. But if you've got 20 washcloths, you can keep recycling.
Totally.
Yeah, if you're going to take a bath, though, you got to make sure you take a shower to wipe off all of the gunk.
That is true.
You have to end with the shower. Always.
Okay. Well, I guess I need to change it up. Bird, what you got on your mind today?
Had a weird moment. It was odd. There's this guy in town that I've known, but I haven't seen him in a long time. And I know he's been in town for a few weeks, but he's leaving to go back to the state that he's coming from. And he's been trying to, hang out with a bunch of people. But I've been trying to kind of avoid him just because.
I hope he's not listening.
He's definitely not listening. No, he's definitely not listening. But long story short, he showed up at my house, and I know you guys aren't a big fan of when someone just shows up at your house.
No,
So
especially if you've been dodging him.
Well, and the reason why I've been dodging him is just because I don't necessarily have there's history there, but I don't necessarily have the greatest time always with him. But I wanted to be nice, and he's at my door. And I look out the window. I looked at my phone, saw that was him. So I let him in, and we're talking. And I could tell he was just in a mood. And I said, you want to play some video games or something? He's like, yeah, let's play some video games. So we start playing video games, and I'm not really even trying to win, but I'm beating that ass. I'm winning, and he's getting super frustrated to a point where I'm not enjoying myself. So then he finally rage quits in the middle of this boxing game we're doing, and he takes my controller, and he didn't throw it on the ground, but he like tossed it on my couch and goes, this isn't even fun. I'm not even having a good time. I'm like, hey, man, we don't have to play no video games. It was kind of really your idea you wanted to play. And then he asked me if he could have a drink. I said I didn't have that kind of drink there. And then he left my house kind of on edge. And then about an hour and a half later, he called me to apologize and just said, hey, man, I'm just going through something. I hate my wife. I hate my job. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm like, he's like, can I come back over? I said, you know what, man? I'm kind of busy right now.
I'm moving.
Yeah.
The truck's outside.
You may see my Jeep, but I gave it away. It's not mine.
I gave it to the new homeowner.
Yeah, I said, just keep it.
It was one of those situations where you almost felt trapped in your house.
Yeah.
But I didn't also want to say, get the hell out of my... I don't want to be mean or anything because I felt like something was up and I didn't want to trigger it anymore. But it was a very odd, weird thing. And the video game made him rage quit. I mean, rage quit.
This is why you can't answer your door.
I knew
this
that,
right here.
but I knew
this
the
is
guy.
why it doesn't matter.
I have history with them.
I don't give a crap about history. If this happens and I have this weird person raging in my house and we're not that good of friends, and I've been dodging him all week.
It wasn't that he was like overly raging, but his energy was off, if that makes sense. It wasn't like he was throwing things across but you could tell something was just on edge. Yeah. And I'm like, is this guy gonna strangle me? And you're right. Maybe I should have let him in. I sometimes will let history kind of trump my good judgment. I go, look, I know this guy for a long time. He was a friend of the family. Let me go ahead. Maybe he needs something and I could help him. But it definitely was weird. Huh. I don't know. How would you guys have handled it?
I wouldn't have answered the door.
Yeah, he wouldn't have been in my house.
Yeah, I hear you.
If I've been dodging you for a week, there's a reason. It's called instinct. If I know that, like, you're going to bring some weird, squirrely, sideways pain, I will dodge you quick.
It wasn't that I was dodging him because I just was dodging. I just didn't feel like dealing with it, so I felt guilty about that. And then he was at my house. I said, let him in, spend some time.
Yeah, we'd had to meet on neutral turf. I'd have been like, yeah, the door's not open. You're not coming in. So we can meet somewhere else and I can talk to you. You can tell me about your miserable life real quick. And in 10 minutes, I need to go.
No, I hear you all that. It was that he showed up as well as all.
Yeah. Dude ain't getting in my house.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't trust nobody.
I hear you.
Virginia, what you got on your mind?
Well, the whole family, we are going tonight to go see it. Toy Story 5.
Okay.
Rocco is all jacked up. He already knows lines from the movie. I don't know how, but he knows lines from the movie. He's all jacked up. Me and him and Panda are all going to see it tonight, and then we will do a review and let everybody know if it's good, if it's worth seeing. Is it going to put a bunch of guilt on you if you're a parent like me who lets your kid look at screens?
I mean, our word of mouth on it's absolutely phenomenal.
I heard that people cried.
Yeah.
Some people were crying in it. I'm like, oh my gosh, this Toy Story's bringing it. So
yeah, I think it's going to bring the emotion. I think that's something you're going to have to deal with, but I think it's going to be so well done. I've not heard not one comment to the contrary that it was a bad movie.
I'm excited to see what they got going on.
Okay.
And I wonder if we can flip Rocco because he's walking in thinking he's going to be on the side of the tech.
Okay.
Pro
right. Yeah.
tech.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I think when he walks out, he might maybe get the message of the movie, which is tech isn't that great.
The one thing I'm hearing is that it's making parents feel guilty.
Yes, I have heard that.
Kids love it. The parents don't.
I love a good road trip. It is one of my favorite things. You get the whole family together and you've got a good route that you're going. You got things to do. If you keep an action-packed road trip, there is nothing better. We've done the 10-day road trip where every single day we're driving to a different city. We go check out a different game there. And along the way, you don't go more than really 2 to 3 hours before stopping. It may be a brewery or do something like that, or just get a little bit of lunch.
It's more fun if it's a brewery.
It is, yeah, for the adults, of course. But, it's really a great thing, but you got to find a really good path. And so, for us, a lot of times we're doing the East Coast, coming out of Florida, but then we've driven all the way up to Detroit on one of them and come back through. So, I kind of know, and for me, what I really love is having a place where every 2 to 3 hours you got a good place to stop. And that's why, for me, on my top 5 favorite road tripping states, Florida's number 1 because East and West Coast. Now, if you go through the central of the state, not a lot going on, but East and West Coast, you're 3 hours away from something cool. I mean, we'll get out of here. You stop in Daytona. You got St. Augustine, Jacksonville.
Yeah, Junction.
The only thing that sucks about Florida is the panhandle. Because there's really not a lot there.
And the thing about the panhandle, you think you've gone so far, and then you're like, wait a minute, I still have another 2 hours left?
The panhandle is not a lot of fun and long AF.
Like you're pumped when you get to Pensacola, and you still have some time to get out of Florida.
Mm-hmm. For the same reasons, I put California as my second best road trip state. Because you have about every 3 hours, there's kind of a cool place. Now, to me, I'm talking about staying on the coast. If you drive up through the middle of the state, San Joaquin Valley, it's not as awesome. In fact, it's not awesome at all, but stay on the coast, and that's a great road trip. I like North Carolina because there's a lot of really cool cities, and it's a pretty drive on top of it. But, between places like Asheville and Charlotte and all those cool little towns that they've got, there's always a good little city within 2 to 3 hours of wherever you're going. I then put Tennessee.
Tennessee is cool. There's so many fun things. Those mountain roller coasters are just phenomenal.
Smoky Mountains, going into Pigeon Forge, towns like Knoxville that you can go through.
Gatlinburg.
You got Nashville. You got Memphis. So, all throughout the state, you got some good places to go.
Every place you're saying, there's a song named after it.
Yeah, because these places inspire songs. And then a place I've never been. I'm only going off of photos and potential. But a buddy of mine, about this time every year, goes to Vermont. And he said the breweries there are phenomenal. A lot of them are in barns and farmhouses, and they're just quaint and rustic, and they look amazing. And sometimes we'll go later in the summer, and you get where the leaves are changing. And he said the drives are fantastic, and there's so many outstanding breweries doing a Vermont brewery tour. I'm like, that would be great if you had the driver to make sure you could keep it on the road and you're all safe that way. With a designated driver, that'd be a fantastic road trip.
Since I was a little kid, I've been obsessed with wanting to go to Vermont. And I think it's because I had an elementary school teacher that was from Vermont, and she would always talk about it. And she'd talk about the maple syrup and the beautiful landscape. So as a little kid, she'd make it sound bigger than life. And I think it just stuck. And I just always wanted to go there, but I've never been. I hear it's kind of expensive, though.
I feel like now is a good time to go. When we're down here, like sweltering, isn't Vermont like way cooler and crisp at night?
I believe so, yeah. From what I've heard, you'll have much better temperatures. And to me, I think even going late summer, just getting a tad bit into fall a bit to see those leaves changing.
Yeah, what the hell is Vermont like? I ain't never been.
I would love to go to Vermont.
Yeah, so that's on my list. So those would be my top 5. And, I think they're great states to drive in. There are a lot of states that, have some potential, but honestly, most of the states aren't really awesome.
I would encourage you to skip Kentucky if at all possible.
Oh, you're not yearning to go to South Dakota, Kev?
Yeah, I've been through South Dakota.
You're not yearning to go back?
It's tough. I think they had a Subi honey that I went to, and that was about it.
What about North Dakota? Any better?
Don't know if I've been into North Dakota, but I can tell you like the Iowas and some of those, Kansas.
I feel like if you move to Montana, that means you are going through a mental breakdown.
You're trying to get away from something.
You're trying to get away from the problem.
Yeah.
I've been to Montana. Montana's beautiful, but those drives, in fact, the speed limit's like 85, 90.
Oh, wow.
Because there's just nothing on the road. So you're kind of going, and there is, some beautiful things. If you're by the mountains, you can see some stuff, but the rest of it's not real exciting.
And I'm sure there's towns in Montana or cities that are nice, but for the most part, is Montana just desolate?
It's mainly nature. It's outdoor cabin-y type of a feel. I did find some places that had amazing jerky. They have every type of animal jerky you can get. Like you get raccoon jerky.
Okay.
Like they had it all.
Coon jerky.
They're the
Everything was
jerky state.
Yeah. So my list is different than what Wallet Hub came out with. Now, they did a study, and they looked at 32 different factors in 3 different categories: costs, safety, and how many attractions or activities there are. And see, that's kind of reversed on me. I'm just saying the pie in the sky. I'm not worried about cost and safety. I like danger. So they had national parks, amusement parks, beaches, lakes, and scenic drives factored into theirs as well. And Florida did make their top 10 at number 5. It got beaten out by Minnesota, Utah, Louisiana, and New York. Now, I've been through some of those states, like Louisiana, New York. I've been a little bit into Minnesota, not really done some of the driving. I don't think any of those are better than Florida from what I've seen.
Yeah.
We don't have the same criteria. They have Texas, which it's okay once you get to a city, but in between the cities in Texas, not a lot to look at.
I've
It's
heard
really flat and there's not much visually to see.
You either hate it or you love Texas. I've heard people go, do not go to Texas.
I love Texas. I love Texas cities.
Yeah, and other people, they swear by it. My dad loves Texas.
Yeah.
That's where he lives.
Yeah, I do. I get the appeal for Texas. They also had Maine, Georgia, and I've gone through Georgia. There's not a lot in Georgia either.
Maine is one I have on my list that I'd like to go just because I feel it would look way different. It's like a cold, beachy area.
It might be like a Vermont. I don't think it'd probably be too far off. They've got North Carolina, which is in my top 5. Then they got Ohio, which is my home state. And again, outside of the cities, there's not a lot to really look at.
I liked Ohio.
Yeah, it's a lovely state. I have many positive things, but it's not going to make my top 5 for the best road trips. Now, they say the worst. They got Rhode Island, Delaware, Connecticut, California made their top 4.
Worst?
For worst. And I have it as my second best. I don't get that. Now, again, if you go up the middle of the state, I get you. But if you stay on the coast, I don't get you. Maryland, Vermont, which I put at number 5, is one of the worst. Massachusetts, New Mexico, Montana, and New Hampshire is their top 10. The worst. Yeah, so I'm just kind of curious, is there one that was left out that should be on the best or the worst? In fact, that might be the ones. I will tell you, I gave you some of the worst, like just the plain states where there's nothing going on. If it's got plain in the description, you're not going to see a lot.
Let's go to Delaware.
My favorite thing to do when we're going through Tennessee is to go on Waze, and there's a setting on Waze where you can, punch in your address where you're going back in Florida, but you can hit this thing that says avoid all major interstates and highways, and it just takes you on back roads. To me, that is the most fun way to do a road trip because you see all the stuff you would never see, scenic stuff, cemeteries, parks. You see how the real people live in Tennessee.
Okay.
It's
All right.
fascinating.
Yeah, there is some interesting places to go, no doubt. Now, somebody's going to give me a hard time, few people, because I did not put Georgia in my top 5. In fact, I kind of brush it off when I talked about it. People said, Kev, Northern Georgia is amazing. And you are right. When you get north of Atlanta, they got lakes and nice little mountains and stuff like that. You would not believe how far north Atlanta is. Have you ever driven through Georgia to get to Atlanta from the Florida border?
Yes.
It takes a minute, doesn't it?
It does. It's long.
It's like when I'm on Southern Boulevard and I think I've finally got to the Wellington Mall and I go, wait, what a minute. It's 33 minutes away still? No.
Yeah. And
it's that same feeling.
Yes.
that's why, to me, Georgia doesn't make it. Yes, once you get up there, then you can talk to me about what you got. But you got to get North Georgia. In fact, I would say half to 3/4 of the state doesn't do a lot for me road tripping wise. Not a lot of great towns to go through.
Marietta's nice. I loved Marietta, Georgia. I thought that was kind of a country within a city.
You're in Atlanta.
That's Marietta's still considered Atlanta?
I think it's suburb Atlanta. Yeah.
So it's not Marietta, it's Atlanta?
It's a suburb. Marietta's like a suburb tucked in there.
Okay.
Like you have like Sandy Springs and all those kind of little towns. Rome, which all those little towns are lovely. But they're, again, what I'm saying is that you have to get all the way north to get to that. Yeah, once you're north, great. But until then, yeah, that's why I put Georgia there. But I'm getting some flack for that. People are saying the Dakotas, without a doubt, terrible. And I would agree. There's not a lot there. People in the Dakotas probably be like, yeah, don't come here.
Yeah, what's the appeal? Like, sell me a Dakota.
Yeah.
Why?
You just would have to do, Mount Rushmore or something like that. That's it. I think that's why they put something like that there. Like, we need something.
Ain't nobody coming here.
We got a rock over here. You want to put some presidential faces in it? Maybe people show up to watch that. I don't know. So, that's kind of what it is. Well, if you're coming up with any plans, you can always get through to us. We can get to your emails as well on the After the Show, mail@kvjshow.com. Got some big old World Cup action going to be going on tonight at Hard Rock Stadium that they call Miami Stadium. You've got Scotland versus Brazil. Who do you think takes it tonight, Virginia?
Oh, man, those Scots, they are fired up.
That Tartan Army.
But then, yeah, the Brazilians were turned as well the other day.
They were. They're bringing their own excitement.
Who parties harder? I'm going to give it to the harder partier. I think it's the Scots.
Oh, you do? Okay. I think I'm going to go Brazil on this.
Okay. You want to put some money on it?
No, I do not. I lose every sports bet I ever made. So I don't think I will. Colombia, they got a win last night, which is awesome.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Honey Face is dancing in the street.
That's right. You got to be a happy gal. You had Portugal getting a 5-zip win over Uzbekistan. And
was Uzbekistan even there?
Well, yeah. There was just a lot of scoring going on. Cristiano Ronaldo, he actually had himself a goal and broke a record in the process.
Off goes Cancelo, delivering the cross! Relief, aggression, delight. CR7 lights up Houston. He's off and running in the 2026 World Cup Finals.
Yeah, he is the first player now to score in 6 different World Cup tournaments.
And what are they saying? We established it's not soup, right?
Sue, I think, is, I don't know, what it is. It seems like he jumps up in the air. He brings his hands down almost like a crotch chop kind of thing. And as he does that, people go, Sue. Yeah.
All right, I'm in. Let's do this.
It's his thing.
Snoop.
It's his thing. Yeah, it kind of sounds like that.
If they brought Snoop out, that'd be amazing.
It would work.
He's busy, man. I think they're cloning Snoop.
He does have a lot of gigs.
And great news if you're a big fan of Argentina and Lionel Messi. If you love him from his Inter Miami play, you're going to love seeing him on Friday, July 3rd at 6 p.m. We do know that Argentina is going to be playing there in the first knockout round, which we have. Don't know the opponent yet for sure. Looks like it might be Spain, but that is going to be fantastic to be able to see that. And they say that he and Lionel Messi are part of the top 3 richest global soccer players. Can you think of who number 3 would be? And it's not necessarily active.
Bird.
Yes.
Only talking about Pele.
Not Pele. Nope. Not Pele. Richest global soccer players based off the wealth that they've received primarily from their sport. And I say that because one of them is actually retired of the 3.
Soccer.
If you had to say, you got Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, and of course, I'm not going to give you a question you wouldn't be able to know the answer to.
I know. We know this.
Who would it be? Think about the biggest soccer stars.
Oh.
Yes, there you go. David
It took
Beckham.
me forever.
Yeah.
I was thinking Shakira's ex. No,
bigger name. Yeah, David Beckham. So 2 of the 3 richest with South Florida ties.
I almost named the actor from the movie Ladybugs, but I didn't think you guys would get the reference. Exhibit A, Your Honor.
Now put them in the right order for wealth. Who's 1, who's 2, who's 3?
It's going to be Beckham. It's going to be Messi, and then it's going to be Ronaldo.
Close.
I think Beckham, Ronaldo, Messi.
You're correct. Beckham, family net worth $1.58 billion now.
Yeah, because that's his money and Victoria's money.
Yeah.
Or is it just his soccer money? Because she probably got her own Spice Girl money.
Their listing is the family's net worth, according to Vantix Mag, VANTIX. That's what they list. They say he's the UK's first ever billionaire sportsman, and his growth is driven by his thriving Inter Miami franchise valuation alongside Victoria's highly profitable fashion empire. So they put the two together.
She's doing fashion. Now she's doing makeup.
Yeah.
She's doing a lot. She's definitely growing her brand.
So he might be number one, but the combined, because you look at Cristiano Ronaldo or Lionel Messi, and they're pretty much driving the finances in their family. Ronaldo worth $1.45 billion. He's number two, based on his $280 million annual salary he got to play in Saudi Arabia.
Wow.
And Lionel Messi, $850 million. Number three. But still not bad.
No, he'll be fine. He's not going to worry about where his next sandwich is coming from.
No, you're right. Kicking a ball well, Virginia. That's what it takes. We do have more KVJ going to be coming up. It is called the After the Show, and you can watch it live on many digital platforms like the YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch. You can see it on demand on YouTube and Spotify. Before we get there, Bird's going to wrap us up with his thought for the day.
Talked a lot about traveling today.
Yes, we did.
Oh, yeah.
Traveling doesn't always change who you are. Sometimes it just introduces you to the version of yourself that got buried under routine.
Oh, that's
yeah,
good.
yes.
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.